Yali Bueller's comic book auction. Come over here, hang out with us tonight. Pretty sure it's going to get a little weird, might get a little aggressive, but it's the comic book Babble-On. I think we just started out talking crap.
Might as well.
Might as well. Bueller? No, I'm excited for tonight.
Are we live?
We are live.
Oh, I was trying to buy something on Bueller's auction. Hold on.
Come on now. Don't do the thing where you go into somebody else's chat room and say, hey, come hang out with us. Because that's inappropriate to do for anybody at home that doesn't know. Or anybody else
That's not how I was taught when we came up in this as new young bucks of YouTube. I thought that's how you get the viewers, man. You got to go in there. You say, hey, I don't know what you're doing here, but we're live, you know?
It's definitely, I think, going to be a good night, right? So Dustin is inhaling some beverages. Justin,
I'm a tall boy and a half down, and we got 5 pints to go. So,
and Justin, he's been locked at home with wife and kids all week, right?
When I was a kid, I enjoyed snow days. As an adult, I hate them.
I hear you, man. And then I have an entire box of pickups. I'm talking, it's pretty big. Not gonna lie.
You know, it's about time. It's about time you pulled your weight in the pickups area, because I'm about sick and tired of me and Justin having to carry the weight on this show with showing off what we picked up every week. And look, I only have 2 books, and I know Justin ain't picked up nothing. So I'm glad you made the decision to actually, try to be a comic book collector again. That's fantastic. We're all happy to hear that. Chat, can we get some clapping hands in the chat for Nick picking up comic books, please? Can we get those in the chat? Drop them right now.
At least somebody here actually reads comic books, okay? Just because you started a month ago, hey, I've been a comic book enthusiast, a reader for a couple of years now, actually reading some comic books. And I would say Justin does, but it doesn't count whenever you just letter them.
Who has time to read comics?
Right. How much money is reading comics worth, Nick? Me and Jay are over here stacking up dollars. All right. We're over here with money stacks up to our ears.
Wait a minute.
Comic books.
I read a comic this week.
Yeah, 3 seconds ago doesn't count.
Yeah, and neither does when you're lettering it. Like reading a book while you're lettering it doesn't count.
I read a comic this week.
Oh, man. So real quick, guys, we're going to have a good night. We're going to have a good night. I got a bunch of stuff. We're going to talk about some reads. I was going to say an A-OK, but then I forgot I actually bought this, so it doesn't count. So that doesn't count. We're going to talk about the Bro Box, kind of what we have going on that. So some updates to the membership that I'm actually quite excited about.
If you're a member of this channel in the Golden Age tier, or considering it but waiting for it to be worth it, tonight is your night. Stay here. Don't go nowhere. Call your friend, your auntie, your grandma, your uncle, dig up your cousin, bring them on, because you're all going to want to be members of the Golden Age tier Bro Box giveaways. I promise you.
And then I want to talk about the ratio bundles that are coming out because I've not emailed them yet to let everybody know, and I've not done a video yet. So I thought you guys on the Babble-On might want first dibs. We gave members first dibs.
If you're a member, you already had first dibs, and a couple of them are gone.
That's right. All right. So real quick, Chris Barrett, hello, Blue Hellion. That's right, man. The most important show on Saturday night. Share it out. Tell your wife, tell your mom, tell your kids.
Are you taking my job?
Well, yeah, I figured out. You know what? I've had a lot of caffeine. I started drinking my coffee black this week.
Why it's got to be black, Nick?
Well, it's certainly not
2022. Okay,
whatever it is. It's black coffee. What up, Dan? What up, Gabriel?
Dan, what's going on, brother?
What up, CJ?
I saw CJ at the shop this week. My man had a whole box full of CGCs.
Dang. Speaking of CGC, I got a story to tell you guys. What's up, Cantonese Comic Kids? Been a minute. Hope you're doing well.
What's up, dude?
Our referee. Hey, Ryan, the Whatnot Master.
Look, we need to all just take a minute. Let's have a moment of silence for my boy Ryan. My man's done been in the hospital today. He has a kidney rock trying to take him out. My dude is laid up right now in physical pain, and he's still hanging out here on the Babble-On. You know why? Because I sent him a picture and was like, bro, it's been one of them days. I know yours was probably worse than mine, but I'm out here pregame, and he got excited. Dude had like barely been an hour into his cell this morning, and a kidney stone tried to kill him. Tried to kill him. First time he's ever been admitted to a hospital. And his old lady put a picture up on the and I can call her his old lady because we're Facebook friends and we talk. But she put a picture of my dude up in the hospital today. And honestly, if I hadn't already talked to him, I would have been super worried about my guy. But yeah, hope that gets better, man. But if nothing else, we'll make that. Well, maybe we can make you laugh that joker out.
So yeah, for real, get better, Ryan. But I remember when we were kids, man, and Dad had one, and I got sent up across the street.
Yeah,
dude, I thought that was the only time in my life I thought Dad was dying, and I legit thought he was dead. Go ahead, Justin.
Yeah. Have you guys never had one?
No.
You know why? Because 97% of my liquid intake is this. Like I really don't drink anything else ever. So
97% of mine is coffee.
I'm hoping. Yeah, see, that's not good. That's how Dad got hit. So I'm hoping that the amount of water that I intake, which is about 80 of these bottles a week, I'm hoping that'll keep me straight.
I wish I had the first Ahsoka Tano. Ryan has one, man. I just can't.
He's got two.
Well, he has one he'd want to sell, but I was so pumped up when she came back this week, and it really brought back like so many emotions for me.
Let's just wait and we'll talk about old booger feet, okay? Because I got some things to say about that.
What up, Empire?
Some things to say about that. I mean,
look, he was cracking up at Dustin speaking tongues this week. And
who's that?
Talk Empire. His comment.
Hey,
what up,
Sal Buscema? Mm-hmm.
What's funny is Sal Buscema is going to get to watch that video thanks to Josh. So that's what's so funny.
Well, maybe he'll show his dad. Because Sal's cool, but
hey, Gabe, we do giveaways. We're definitely giveaways. We'll definitely. That's something we're working on. We just had to get the member stuff taken care of first, since some other things have been falling through. But we will do giveaways.
I'll go find a giveaway right now. I'm out.
Okay.
I'm out. We're doing a giveaway tonight. Super chat giveaway. One book. I'm out.
I have a book. I'll throw in the first Goblin, not Goblin, the new one, ASM 88.
Goblin Queen. Yeah,
I was able to get one today. I thought I had.
Yeah, I sold that on Whatnot for like a penny this morning. So, yeah, when Justin comes back, I'll go hit these short boxes. I'll find something for a giveaway tonight. Because you're right, we suck. We haven't done the giveaway, and it's not fair. I'm gonna fix that for you, Gabe.
I'll throw something in too. I got something I can give away too. I'll go right here. I'll show it off.
So we'll do a super chat giveaway, and we'll just do if you're here at the end of the show when we're done in 4 hours giveaway.
Yeah, we'll just do
that way you ain't even got a super chat. If you're here at the end of the show, you can just enter for the giveaway there.
Yep. Queen Goblin, that's right. I can't believe it. I'm shocked Josh still had him on the shelf.
My shop had one when I went in yesterday.
That's a good way.
Hey, Doug, and I appreciate that so much. In the book, I'm looking at it right now. I got eyes on it. Every time I look at it, I say, I sure do love Doug. Doug's been with us for a long time, man. He remembers Krakoa Comics when we was just some bums on Facebook. Him and Ryan are the only two that are still with us, and we appreciate you guys.
And then Nosh, they were early YouTubers. YouTube.
Who's that?
Tosh and Josh.
Yeah. Tosh and Nosh, those guys came in with YouTube. Yeah. Ryan and Doug are the only ones that have followed us on Facebook.
All right. Well, hey, we appreciate it. And like I said, Dustin we'll do a giveaway at the end of the show. If you're still here, we'll throw something out, put you on a wheel. And then we'll talk about the Bro Box. We're going to talk about the exclusive. So thank you for that, Buff Muffin. And I'm going to put out an update. Image did delay everything till the 23rd, but we are going to give you guys like first shot. We gave the members first shot, and then you guys at the Babble-On first shot at our ratio bundles we're going to do. And we'll talk about that later. But right now, the most important thing is new pickups, right? I think the most important thing to move on to because I'm excited. I bought some stuff, and it is definitely not all manga. Spoiler alert.
Microphone go out?
I played the new pickups.
Oh, okay. I don't like when you do it because I can't see it.
Well, I like when you do it because I can't see it. All right, who wants to go first? Who bought the least stuff? Justin, do you want to go ahead and hit it?
Yeah, I got a hot toy in this week, so I'm just going to show that off now. Is that cool?
Perfect.
Cool. Yeah. Okay.
I'm digging it.
This just came in this week. Oh man. Okay, here we go. We got the Cyborg Spiderman.
Dude, that's so sick.
Look at that.
Oh, hold on, Justin. Put it down.
Sorry, I missed my cue.
All right, there. I played your intro. Get it, son.
Oh.
Just came in this week. Showing this off for the very first time right now as I speak, not 5 seconds ago. This is it right here.
Spiderborg.
That's right.
Spiderborg. Spiderborg.
That is pretty cool.
You are Spiderborg. You're just a Spiderborg.
See, I was going to get that new Spider-Man.
Wow.
I was going to get the new Spider-Man original costume, but it's from the video game, and I don't want that.
Yeah.
One that looks just like the comic book.
That's what I was talking about, but it's still from the video game. I don't like that.
It's crazy. It looks just like it, dude.
The one that's pre-order?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I had it in my cart and I was gonna pull the trigger, but then I saw it was from the video game and I'm like, nah. All right, Dustin, go ahead.
We're empty. Let me get 2 thumbs up in the chats if I could crack another one. Because right now I'm empty. So 2 thumbs up in the chat if you'd like to see me crack another one.
Good Lord.
I'm telling you, you don't understand the foul mood I've been in all day. I feel so bad for the way I've acted towards my wife. I've been snippy, and I shouldn't have done that. So she's not watching it. But anyway, I only picked up 2 books this week because I'm not going to show you what I picked up at the Atlanta Comic Convention. You guys are going to see that video early this week. I picked up something like 50 books up there, and they was all fire. All fire. I gotta get
that video done.
Oh, I'm telling y'all right now, the comic convention in Atlanta was off the hook. Like, here's the hook. Off the hook.
Name the movie.
Nobody's ever seen that movie. So Jimmy was here yesterday. Today's Sunday. Yesterday was Saturday. Jimmy was here Saturday. It already happened. Ryan might have seen that movie. But anyway, so I picked up Batman 120 because Josh Williamson has recaptured my interest in Batman. I'll tell y'all right now, this guy right here you see on the cover, Abyss, what is going on in this? And we're going to talk about it. What is going on in this is very exciting and really cool. And I'm glad my man Williamson is back on the bat. Well, not back on the bat, but I'm glad he's on the bat because now the bat is back in me, and I'm back on the bat because Williamson is on the bat. Also, we got Walking Dead 32. And again, David Finch doing what David Finch does. David Finch is the Wolverine of comic book artists because he does what he does better than everybody else. Oh my God, Justin, that shielded Red Ranger looks so kick-ass behind you, bro. Sorry, Nick, I said a 3-letter word. It wasn't a 4-letter word, so I don't think that actually counts.
Can we go get
because it does, it's not a 4-letter
word. Tap your camera. It would look like it was weird focus.
Catch me. Yeah.
Sometimes it does a weird thing where, like, if the microphone is too much. There you
Justin, go. It looks fantabulous back there, bro. I'm loving it so much, and it really makes me want to get the White Ranger. But these are my only 2 pickups this week. Outside of the stuff I picked up at the Atlanta Comic Book Convention and some stuff for Whatnot, just some dollar bin dives that for Whatnot, but nothing big. But I do have a book. I struck a deal with my man Sean. You guys know him as Yahweh if you've seen him in chats or on sales. He's the guy I got my Ghost Rider #1 and 8.0 from, my Iron Fist 14 8.5 from. Nick, the book I'm picking up from is pretty big, ain't it?
It's good. It's
pretty book. Sweet. It is your grandpa's book. I'm talking about is this big. So I am this close to, I was going to set up a payment plan with him, but I decided, you know what? Let's just pay it off. Let's just pay it off. So I've been working my whole rear end off all of this past month. I'm probably going to slide out the chair because there ain't nothing left, but I'm going to just pay him cash money for it. What's up, Blue Hellion with the super chat? Aiming to get Dustin's 9.8 Walking Dead #1. What? Bro.
He ain't giving that away.
I can't do that ever. But the book I'm getting from my dude, Sean, it is a 9.8. And I think when I show that off, I'm probably just going to have me a chimichanga while I'm eating it, while I'm showing it off. That's all I'm going to say. But I'm super excited.
All right,
He's about to take like basically a total ripoff from one of the dealers up there. And I was like, hey, man, I tapped you on the shoulder. I said, hey, bro, what are you trying to do for me on that book? And he told me, I was like, X-nay the sales A and sell it to me, bro. I got you. So we're going to have another big book unboxing here in another week or two. So y'all get ready for that. Let's see this, Jay, because I am so jacked about this, dude. Oh, my God, dude. That just jacks me up.
That's weird.
Look at that, dude. Look at the bum. Look, dude is caked up, bro.
Yeah,
So
if you like this, there's probably something you're going to like more.
You can turn it on. I got the window all the way open. It is hot in here.
I don't know what that is, but it looks cool.
I apologized for how I acted towards you all day today live on YouTube. You didn't see it, but I did. Justin, that is awesome, dude. I can't go into that realm of toy buying again, but if I was, those 3 zeros or whatever they're called, Power Rangers, I would get the green, the white.
Wait, look at this.
Draken.
Look at this. I just want to show this off real quick. Look at this. This is the
real quick, guys.
This is the coolest part. Okay, here we go. See it? Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. I've watched a video. It's nuts what this does. It's the only action figure that's ever come out from Power Rangers that can do it. Look at that. Bingo. It does all three. All three. Watch it. Boom. And pull it out. It does all three. All three. Is it a blaster? Is it a dagger? Or is it both?
Dustin, Bronze Page, what creators were there, and did you get any autographs? So I don't believe there were any creators there because it was more of like a comic swap meet, right?
Yeah, so this is basically like a comic book swap meet. They do it 4 times a year at the Marriott or the Hilton. I can't really remember. CBCS was actually there. This was the first time they were ever there, but it is literally wall to wall, shoulder to shoulder, box to box, foot to foot, nothing but comic books. It lines the entire outside walls and then on the inside as well. It is absolutely nuts. And there was some awesome deals there. And I had a great time hanging out with Sean. We bought way too many books, but it was a good, it was a good time. We had, it was so cool though, man. Like the coolest thing, and I mentioned in the video, was the fact that there were people coming up to me left and right saying, ain't you? And I was like, Stanley? Nah, that's not me, bro. They watched we had people that watch our channel coming up to me. Like we literally walked in the door. I couldn't even pay yet. And I had a guy come up and talk to me. He said he's been watching the show. Dude, there was a guy there. He was a way older gentleman. I mean, he was like way older. And he watches our channel. And I'm like, bro, this is the coolest thing ever. So I gave him a hug and told him, thank you so much. It was just, it still absolutely blows my mind when people come up to me and say, bro, aren't you so-and-so? Aren't you Dustin from Two Brothers Comics? The greatest comic book channel on Saturday nights? I'm like, yeah, I am. I mean, I don't know about the rest of that. You said it, not me, but I appreciate it. Thanks, man, for coming up and shaking my hand. It was so cool. It's so cool when that happens because, if you ask us, we think we ain't ish, but it's cool for people to come up and say that they watch the channel. So, because, you don't feel like people really do sometimes, but it's cool when y'all do. Right. We appreciate you.
Dustin, while I'm talking about the stuff I got,
wait,
thumbs up here.
Bingo! Let's crack open the fridge.
All right. So real quick, I got my box of comics. I'm going to go large on this side. Oh, righty then. All right,
Nick,
so
guess what I watched this week? It made me think of you.
what?
I'll give you one guess. I'm a fountain. Make a wish, mother effers.
That's my boy. I watched it.
I
this
didn't
week.
spill my beer.
This guy and I watched it too. Whack Comics sent me. So this is the one I was talking about where I thought it was an AOK. Then I realized I actually bought it. So I got a sticker pack, which is an AOK.
Hold on, let's big-size you.
So Whack Comics, they love comics. They promise, which I thought was very clever.
That is pretty good.
So what's funny about this is Tyler has weird names he likes to call people, and I refuse to repeat them. So it showed up, and
to you
in an envelope, and my wife saw it, and she's like, "What is this?" I was like, "Oh Lord, let me show you." And so I ripped it, not thinking there was anything else in here but what I bought. And so his note to me got ripped in half, but it says, "Nick, two bros, hashtag Team Nick." That's all he wrote on that note. So we're gonna.
Oh, really? Because he was supposed to write like to Daddy from.
No,
from
we're just gonna leave that at that. And then he had somebody who's a really
he
good
calls
artist.
Nick's Daddy. I'm just throwing that out
Do
there. He calls
that.
Nick's Daddy. Hey, look at
Really
there.
cool.
Oh,
So-
Justin got one too.
I opted for the black and white.
I bought both.
Well, I don't like them that much. That's a lie. That is a complete lie.
I don't like him at all, so I didn't buy any.
Hey,
I know
We
Dustin
always
got
talk
on there
crap about
commenting.
my
He's like,
comic
"Oh, that's cool,"
collection.
and then left. All right, so here starts kicking off my whole. What up, Chaos? Look, all I'm saying is Chaos likes to talk about male genitalia on his Twitter account.
Well, Chaos can he can go kick rocks because he was talking smack about Limp Bizkit this morning, and I was not appreciating that.
All right, so Huntsville Pop Culture and Comic Con Expo, we're going to be there. Here's all the guests. They're handing these out to the comic shop.
See, Nick, you don't pump us up enough, bro. This is how you do this. Let me show you something.
Well, hold on. Well, I'm trying to get through the whole.
Huntsville 2022 Comics and Pop Culture Expo. Two Brothers Comics, the official media team. We're going to be all up in the grits over there, okay? We're going to be talking to the stars. We're going to be talking to you guys. You want to get on the camera? Come see us. We're going to put you on the camera. We got a 40-foot crane with a rolling camera. We are all up in there from the sky to the floor, under the boots, in the boxes. We're going to be there, and we want to see you there too. Pizza and beer after the show on Justin Birch. Come see us.
All right. So that's awkward. Dr. Stone number 20 came in. What a beautiful story. It just hit a penultimate
Show
so-
those pins again real quick.
Black Clover. Oh man, do I have to?
Tyler just popped up. I wanted to highlight his comment while you show the pins. There we go. Team Daddy Nick hashtag on the screen while Daddy Nick shows those off. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Again, that makes me wildly uncomfortable, and I do not like it. Just throwing that out there. Black Clover, another phenomenal read. My Hero Academia team up missions, which is not actually one I read. Josh is just, I think, confused that when he places orders, like the difference between this one versus the ongoing and the light novels. But we're going to work that out. Here's my single pickups that I was able to get. King Spawn number 6. Image Comics does it right. Let me rephrase. Todd McFarlane does it right.
Look at the freaking Violator. How are you just going to pass
Yeah,
by
dude.
that cover like it ain't nothing to show?
Well, these are a week old. Moon Knight, another great read. Kanto, such a beautiful story. House of Slaughter,
Not
And
such a
then-
beautiful story.
Thor 21.
I like that cover.
Yeah, it's a good cover.
Anytime they do something cool with the header, I love the cover.
And then Kanto, the retail incentive, because Josh hooks me up. I actually feel bad because I feel like Josh just buys a bunch of Kanto just so I can get the RI. I actually think that's what he does, and I feel bad. I do buy it for what that's worth. All right, so that's the singles and the manga. Let me put this back here.
Oh, I missed the manga. Thank God.
Black
Hopefully
Clover,
you guys missed the manga as well.
Dr. Stone, beautiful story.
Oh.
We'll go past these for a minute in a second. Here we go. Giving this away tonight. We'll throw this in the super chat giveaway. So for what that's worth, I don't know. It was on the shelf. I bought it for a giveaway.
We're gonna have a super chat giveaway and a regular giveaway
At the end of the show, if you're still here.
if you're still here at the end of the show. Super chat giveaway we'll do before the end of the show.
Look at that.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Now that's neat. We're gonna talk about what that's for later, but that
So I bought one of these for me, and then a bunch more for y'all.
Fire emojis in the chat if you like that. Fire emojis in the chat if you dig it. I want to see them. At least 10 fire emojis in the chat.
This is courtesy. Well, I guess not really courtesy. Yeah, courtesy, I guess, right? Jeremy Bernal. He's the artist that does these.
That's what he looks like. I've never seen his whole face before.
He's on the Haven Comics Quiz Show.
I know. I was making a joke.
Oh, okay. He signed them all for me. I'm falling in love with Spider-Man consistently. So
wait a second. Hold on a second. Echo Comics, thank you so much. We love that you love the show, and thank you for letting us know that because we don't hear that very often. We appreciate you so much.
So I absolutely adore, yes, and thank you, Echo. So I absolutely adore Spider-Man now. That's my new favorite word is adore. I feel like it's really meaningful.
Another Spider-Man fan, just what the comic book world needs.
Yeah, but like I'm growing into it. I'm not just a fan just because it's Spider-Man, right? I'm reading and I'm learning and I'm understanding him as a character, and I think that's
you know what? I can appreciate that. Okay.
So Spider-Man 2099 is still the coolest out of all these. What's love
his
that.
name?
So, Michael O'Halloran? Miguel. Sorry.
Miguel.
I don't know. I said Michael.
Miguel.
Actually, I do know why I said that. It's a guy that I did some.
Well, Stanley probably accidentally called him that at some point. You know, he can't remember any of his own characters' names.
Which led me down the road of. But anyway, so I reached out, bought one of these, and then he's like, "Well, do you want any more?" And so I bought every single one he had.
Look at the salesman that he is.
I know, but it wasn't for me; it was for you guys. And then here's a little sneak peek for everybody on the Babble-On.
That's what I'm talking about. Wheelchair superhero. Throwing up the Z's when it comes to Spider-Man. That's right, Kyle. I'm right there with you, buddy.
I can
right
take
there
it.
with you, buddy.
And then a quick sneak peek. This video will come out February 16th. This is not what we've been hyping up, but about a publisher sending us something. This is not it for the Bro Box, but it will go to the Bro Box. This will come out February 16th. This is a little bit of a, you guys are here, so I'm giving you a little bit.
Yeah, because when the big announcement comes, you guys are going to marvel at the success that we have had when it comes to that one.
Oh, and that Spider-Man print, that's going to go right up underneath my Invincible print. I haven't decided if I'm going to put I'll see the Invincible. Dang, I cannot get my hand to work right. There it is. So
you
that's
gotta get your tendons print. And your muscles and the brain thingy.
Yeah, no, it's not working. So I don't know if I'm going to get that to go there or if I'm going to put this next to it. I'm not sure yet, but I was super pumped.
Look at that.
Yeah,
got him a new comic book day. What was that, the free comic book day book?
Like, I think it's 150 total print run or whatever. I don't know, but I'm pumped to have it.
Which printing is it though?
Oh, this just came out.
Well, right on, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, Daddy Tyler has a 9.8 first print that's actually probably like a 9.4.
Yeah, and then I left the spot, and I'm going to have to add a couple more spots somewhere because I just sent a bunch of stuff off to get pressed and graded, but one of them is going to have to go with this. So I was super
at you. Look at you. That's
now
what
I just have to get a Submariner #1.
That's what I'm talking about, dude.
Yeah. So
right on.
Picked this up from Joshua today.
Nice, dude.
So his shop is almost on fire today.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man. I actually just dug my Iron Man Submariner 1 out to be going to get graded because I just signed up with CGC. So
actually I think it would probably be pressed and increased. Now that I'm looking at it, like not that I actually care about that at all.
Hey, if you want to, I can bring it to me. I'll get my boy Sean. I got a stack of books with him already. We'll crack that girl. We'll get her pressed. We'll get her cleaned up real nice, shined up pretty. We'll send her back out. She'll come back about a 4.0.
But yeah, now I just need a Submariner #1 and like a somewhere between a 2.5 and a 4.5, and I think I'll be happy.
Oh, now I totally get why you're going for the Submariner #1 now.
Oh Lord, Come
But
on.
to put it in between your Iron Man, like that book that you have there is going to go in between the Submariner one and the Iron Man one.
Yeah, that's sweet, dude.
Yeah. So, and the Iron Man one just got sent out. But yeah, so I don't know what I'm going to do and where I'm going to put it. But, and if anybody wants to buy me the Darksaber from Mandalorian that they just released on Hasbro Black Label, that would go right there. I've yet to convince my wife that I should buy that.
Well, I'm coming down for Huntsville Comic-Con. Give me a little bit of time. I could convince her.
Oh, man. But yeah, so I was pumped about that.
Awesome.
Picking those up.
Sure. You're telling us about, huh?
No, there's one more coming.
Oh, hold on. Let's not unbigicize, Nick. Don't let me forget to tell you about some books that my shop got in this week, because I want to share that news, and also want to share the news with you guys about 2 big, humongous, massive, monster, atrocity-sized books that your boy is about to pick up over at Syndicate Comics in Marietta, Georgia, the best LCS this side of the Mississippi, baby.
Well, this side of the Alabama-Georgia state line, or your side of the Alabama-Georgia state line.
That's what I meant. Like, they're the best in Georgia. All right.
There you go. All right, real quick. No. So like the new other one I was talking about hasn't shipped yet. So I'm waiting on that from a certain artist. Yeah.
Is it better than the Submariner Iron Man one?
No.
Okay.
It's better than Invincible.
Is it gonna make me wet my panties a little?
That's weird. And
I guess it was so weird. Nick had to roll out on us. Like, he just left.
Wow.
Well,
I'm back. What happened?
You tell us.
You got so weirded out and you left, bro.
Yeah, that freaked me out. But no, that just happened. I think the internet like dropped and came back. I don't know. But but no, it's honestly I don't think you all specifically like it, but I'm very excited about it.
I'm just excited when you buy something like a comic book.
I buy stuff all the time. The amount of manga I buy is worth,
I'm excited when you buy a comic book. Okay.
I feel right now like I did when Dustin bought his Walking Dead #1. It was just like, oh, by the way, I bought this. That's how I feel right now.
But that's not like a big book. I mean, that's an awesome book, but it's not. And mangas do count. Get out of here, Chris.
No, they don't. Guys in the chat. All right, everybody in the chat, drop me a yes if mangas count for comic book pickups, and drop me a no if it does not and you don't care. I want everybody watching right now to drop me a yes or a no. Guys, come on. All you got to do is drop yes or no. If you're watching, your fingers are probably right there anyway. Just drop it and let us know. I want everybody to drop it. We need to convince Nick that, bro, we want to see these comic books. I mean, I know y'all see me buy the comic books, so we know Dustin is bringing the fire.
Look,
to set your life a bright star of comic books. Okay, I mean, I got the slab wall right here.
Look, I'm trying to
get
fill up
working in on these comics. I'm just saying.
There
we go.
Any other
chat interaction is what we need on this show.
I thought I bought a hardcover since the last time we talked. No, it was yours, the Captain America. That's right. No, dude, I'm trying to fill comics up.
I see your comment. We will get to it, brother. Just hold tight.
Yep. So give me 1 second, Dustin. I gotta go. Like if I'm being candid, Sky fell asleep with Ellie, so I'm gonna go
poop. Sky. So Nick's got to go poop. So
there's no poop. I mean, I would tell you, I don't care. I'll be back.
All right. So
I don't mean like I'm not mimicking the un-American person, that guy, who said that. But I will be back.
What is going on? What is going on with this?
I'll be back.
Stop it, Nick.
No. All right.
Yeah, for everyone in the chat.
All right, I'll be back.
Feel free to interact throughout the show.
For real, he'll be back.
That's what the live streams are for, to interact with you. Drop some comments, drop some questions. Tell us what you think about what we're talking about. That's what we're here for. I've got these going all night long until they stop, in which case the show probably will as well.
Forever, permanently.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a rare occasion when Dustin brings out the brewskis on the live show or just in general. But it's been one of them days. You know what I'm saying? It's been one of them days. So we had to do it. if you guys are members, like I said, you're gonna want to stay tuned. We got some awesome news for you guys. If you're not members, you've been considering it, but you're not sure because you're like, well, why should I? I mean, you guys haven't even done a Bro Box giveaway since like June. We about to turn it up, baby. I mean, Justin was super. Justin wants to join as a member after he saw what's going in February's box, which is the first box we're starting with this year. Justin was like, can I get in on that? And we were like, nah, bro, you can't do that because it's kind of like a conflict of interest. But if you slide me about $100, I'll just give it to you and we won't even throw it in the Bro Box. But we're going to see. We will see. Let's see here. Everybody in the live chat, did what was your favorite video we put out this week? Because if you're watching in the live stream, then you obviously probably watch our regular content. So what was the favorite video this week you guys saw from us? And if you have any requests for future videos, definitely let us know that. What are we looking for? Scale? It's in there. I threw it in there because you said we weren't going to use it. So it went back in the closet. Justin, what do you think about Nick's slab pickups, man? I'm just happy he's finally like I can't believe he wasted. I won't say wasted. It's kind of like Big Daddy where they wasted the good surprise on you. Like I feel like that would have been a good video. Like, you know, Nick finally showing like, hey, I can pick up comic books sometimes too.
Look, I could buy any comic book I basically like actually wanted. I restrained because I buy so many mangas.
Hey, I finally at a point in my life where I can say, so can I? So what up? What's
See?
up? I'm not scared. And
between the three of us, I'm the only one that seems to have restraint.
That's fair. That's very fair.
Look, it's crazy because sometimes, like here lately, my wife's like, "It's time to buy another book," and I'm like, "Babe, let's put the brakes on." I'm kind of worried about. I don't want, if I'm sure if I want to do that again yet. I still get a little bit of sickness that happens in my stomach when I look at this Hulk 181 on the wall. Even though I know it's a guaranteed winner, it still makes me a little. But
hey, is Tyler still here?
Who cares?
Tyler.
Who cares, man? All he does is talk smack about my comic book collection. You really want to hurt me? You say that my books suck. That hurts my feelings.
Do you remember a couple months ago, Dustin, when you were going through sort of like a crisis of collecting?
Yeah, and then I started reading the Fantastic Four. They saved me.
And then I was nervous. I was worried that you were just going to stop altogether.
I was real close to it.
Justin.
I was real close to it. I even told my wife today, I was like, sometimes I feel like this whole comic book thing is like the worst decision I've ever made. I told her that today.
And and then we went to Lexington Comic Con, and I was so convinced you weren't going to buy anything. And then we sit down for lunch one day, and you're just like, "Oh, hey, by the way, bought this. Was that Walking Dead #1?" And suddenly I was like, "All right, I'm not as worried anymore." That's how I feel with Nick showing off.
There it is, right there on the wall.
Except I'm not going to stop buying comic books. I'm just very specific, but I'm always going to be reading.
I don't think you'll stop. I don't think you'll stop reading. I think there's a chance you might stop buying.
You good?
I'm slowing down. I don't know.
There's a difference. There's a difference between buying.
There is. I think I'm becoming like a chaos. Wow, that looks terrible, Dustin.
What are you trying to do?
You're not muted. Okay. He gone. But yeah. But I'm telling you, man, reading.
I broke my desk.
All right. So, while we're waiting on Dustin to fix this awkwardly, what's happening?
Oh, there we go. Too much.
How'd you break it?
The desk?
Yeah.
I touched it, and the little suction cups, the little octopus suction cups. Yeah, they're like totally useless on this thing, and I bumped into the glass trying to turn my camera after I showed the slab wall of magnificence, and I was trying to turn the camera back. The camera turned, but the tripod didn't turn, so then I bumped the glass and it all fell apart like Humpty Dumpty. No Echo, we haven't yet. We're gonna get to it though, because we'll have a portion of the show where we'll answer those questions and stuff, and I will definitely make sure we get back to that.
Yeah, don't let us forget.
Can I
Now.
answer Gabriel's question real quick?
Sure. What is it?
He asked if I'm excited for next weekend because it's
Oh, yeah.
Comic-Con. I'm excited for Big Lit Comic-Con next weekend in Roanoke, Virginia, March 12th and 13th, Saturday and Sunday. I'll be there both days tabling. If you're in the area, please stop by, come say hi. I will give you a high five or something. I don't know.
So you're going to be playing board games?
Will I be playing board games? I might.
Dude, you got to play Yeti in the spaghetti. You got to play Yeti in the spaghetti.
I think I'm a couple years away yet from Yeti in the spaghetti.
Dude, my son is the Yeti in the spaghetti world champion. It's ridiculous. He always leaves me hanging, and I'm like, you're 6, but you suck, dude. You screwed me. Every time we play.
What I'm most excited for is that my uncle lives in the area, so my brothers are coming with me, not to the convention. Their first question was, do we have to go to the convention? And I said no, and then they said,
you just have to share electricity.
Yeah, we just have to. Yeah, I might need you to, pedal to get the car up the hill.
Did you say you have an uncle named Liz too?
That's what I thought he said too, but he said lives in.
Liz.
I thought you said Uncle Liz.
It was my West Virginia accent going out.
All right, so we've shown pickups. Now let's talk some schmack. Let's talk about what we've read this week. And I'm hitting the button now. All right, reviews. Who has read what this week? Anybody? Any takers? Anything? All right, here we go. Justin, you go first.
I read one book this week, and it's not even a new book. It came out probably 2 months ago, but I wanted to read the series because I think everybody on this show is very high on a specific writer. And when
I've never been high in my life, sir. Thank you very much.
All right, so what book by Donny Cates did you read?
You think very highly of a writer that I'm about to bring up.
Ooh, Zdarsky.
I did. I read Newburn #1 by Chip Zdarsky.
It was good. I haven't seen #2 hit the shop, and we're already on issue 3, but I've been missing out. But it was good, right?
Yeah, I like that it's sort of like a crime mafia type story, right?
Right.
Yeah. Like when I read this, I get like really strong like Brubaker vibes from like Criminal and like Reckless and stuff. So yeah, I'm on board for this.
Right on.
Yeah, I still need to find 2 and 3. I read 1 and I liked it. Nick and I both read that issue, and we both went into it like, I don't know, for the first couple pages. And then I remember we talked about it and we were like, this is actually pretty all right when you get to the end.
Yeah, so I'm really looking forward to 2 and then reading #3 when I actually go to the shop and pick up stuff this week or next week.
Right on.
10-4.
Dustin, you read anything?
I absolutely did, because I love comic books, and that's what we talk about here. So of course I did. I read a bunch of things actually, not too much though, just 2, 3, 4 things. So I read Walking Dead issue 32. You guys know this is my first run through of The Walking Dead, and 32 was it was pretty cool. You got I forget the guard's name. One of the guards that works with the governor decides that, you know what, he's tired of the governor's crap. And so he's going to break Rick and Glenn and Michonne and the doctor and the doctor's assistant out. And they're going to go to the prison. And Michonne gets broke out, and they get to the edge of the town, about to jump over the wall. And Michonne's like, nah, bro. I got to go kill this dude. Like, he's got to die. So the last page is just Michonne busting in the door. And the governor's like, oh, this should be fun or interesting. One of those. But I'm like, oh, yeah, Michonne about to get all up in that.
All up in it?
That's exciting, because he's been all up in Michonne for like the last 3 issues. And it's been pretty rough on her. Then we got Batman issue 120. I'm a little confused of what's going on here. Like, is Lex Luthor a good guy? Is he the bad guy? Abyss is apparently with Batman Inc. And Bruce Wayne is still blind. Like, dude can't see. But so far, I'm still digging it. I am digging it. It's cool. I also started reading. Hold on.
His password is his thumbprint, guys.
I also started reading Captain America by Brubaker. I am on issue number 4.
What do
I
you
haven't
think?
started issue 4 yet, but so far I'm liking what's happening. I don't care for the fact that they killed Red Skull by issue number 2, but I'm hoping my man makes a comeback because, dude, I love Red Skull. And I know you're not supposed to love Nazis, but it's not really about that. It's just like he's a cool villain, dude. Like he's a good villain. And when you love Captain America, you got to love the villain. It's like you're not supposed to love the Joker, but you do because you love Batman. So that's the way I feel about the Red Skull. I'm just hoping my man makes a comeback and just kills everybody. Like that's the Red Skull story I want to read. Like he just kills everybody. I want to watch him. I want him to kill Cap. I want him to kill everybody, man. And then at the end, I want Red Skull to die because Cap come back. Something like that. But you know what? I'm just going to trust that Brubaker knows what he's doing.
How do
And
you
I think,
how are you liking the art?
oh, I love it. It is so good. It is so good.
So
I love
good.
it's got like this dark, moody essence to it. And I'm really digging it. Really, really digging it. So I've read a couple more issues of Uncanny X-Force, and I'm telling you guys, it is so good. Deadpool is so cool. I've never read much with Deadpool in it before, but I have read so much of that and enjoyed Deadpool so much. Well, you'll see. But also, what's the other guy? What's the other guy in there, Justin? We were just talking about the guy. He's almost like Moonlight. Like he's got like 4 personalities living inside of him. And he was
Phantom X.
Phantom X, man. I thought Phantom X was kind of goofy at first, but Phantom X is actually pretty cool. I really like Psylocke as well. It's Wolverine's in the story too, but Wolverine, he's it's Wolverine, bro. Like Wolverine is Wolverine is Wolverine. He's gonna be Wolverine and do what Wolverine does. So it's not like I'm really being introduced to something new there. I already dig Wolverine, but it's cool to be introduced to these new characters I haven't read about, which I've always thought they were cool, like Deadpool. Like I think Deadpool's cool because of the movies, but then you read Deadpool and you're like, nah, he's cool either way.
That is my favorite thing about comic books is reading it and it's cool, man. What Captain?
That was my whole thing when I was going through that stage where I was like, you know what, bro, like I've done like anything I actually really want, I've bought. And anything outside of that, I'm just not willing to spend the money on. So what else do I do now? And I decided I was going to start reading some of these back issues, Silver Age stuff, and see if I was really invested in the characters through the reading before I buy the books. And so that's something that really kind of has been moving where I take my collection when I buy. And the book that I'm getting from Sean, it's a product of me reading Uncanny X-Men and being like, you know what? Like the movie was cool. He's cool in the books too. So I'm about it. I'm all about it. Dan says, think about this. Red Skull is the only supervillain from Marvel's Golden Age. Man, that is, yeah. And, Red Skull, I feel like is like never talked about as one of those great supervillains. You hear people talking about Galactus. You hear people talk about Green Goblin. Ooh, you hear people talk
Shut
about
up. Green Goblin's cool. You can talk crap about Vulture and Craven, but you better not talk about Green Goblin.
You don't hear people really talk about like Submariner and Red Skull.
It's because they haven't been in the movies yet. Well, Red Skull is.
Right, but these are characters that are like they're comic book royalty. These guys were around all the way. But yeah, so I'm enjoying the Captain America Brubaker run for sure. I was gonna pick up and go through the omnibus, but I was just sitting on the couch today.
Easy, dude.
I was sitting on the couch today.
Craven sucks, Chris.
Just being kind of pissy because of how my days went, and I was like, you know what? Let me just pick up this iPad my wife bought me for Christmas, and check this out. So I'm digging it. But yeah,
Yep.
Batman right now, like I said, Josh Williamson, he's doing his thing. He's doing his thing on Batman. He's bringing Batman back. I feel like I'm starting to get that same excitement that I had when Tynan
What's
first
up,
took over
Marcus?
Batman. So that's been good. And of course, Walking Dead's just been great, but nothing beats Stillwater. So, Justin, you finished Stillwater yet, bro?
No, sorry.
Okay, well, you suck anyway,
Like,
but we'll talk about it next week. Maybe you can try this week.
I tell you what, I will make it a point to finish that first trade.
Thank you. So, you know what? That would make me
Hold on,
happy.
I'm gonna write that down right now.
That would make me happy.
All right, Dustin, are you done? I don't want to cut you short.
Chris, Craven is cool. You're right, sir.
Justin, did you catch that?
What'd you say?
I said I don't want to cut you short. I said, was there anything else?
Oh wait, I thought you were. What I thought you were doing was like making some sort of a comment about how I'm cut off. But no, what you were really talking about was his height.
So no, I was talking about he's talked for the last 30 minutes straight, and I was saying I don't want to cut you off short. My bad. All of those were funny.
I mean, I could have been sitting here just being mad and grumpy.
Nobody. I was just making a joke, and clearly it went
Keep it up. We can go at it. I mean,
speaking of Justin getting cut off, though,
we can have one of them streams.
Not yet. So it was funny because I was at Josh's, right? I went to the comic shop, and I was going to do a video with the Aftershock publisher, and he didn't show up today. He had to postpone due to a COVID issue. So I show up. Josh is sitting there. Nobody's in the comic shop.
We're going to get shadow banned.
Yeah.
We already are.
And so I told Josh, I was like, hey, I'm here to do the interview. He just has this foul look on his face. He's wearing a mask, but you can tell he was upset. And I'm just staring at him. We just stared at each other for like 30 seconds. And I go, are you okay? And he goes, the shop almost caught on fire today. I was like, what are you talking about? Or no, he told me to go smell something. I still can't smell. And he basically told me that his comic shop almost caught on fire today. The HVAC is having issues. The heat hasn't been working. An electrician came out. He didn't know. The heat came on. Smoke started billowing out of the ceiling. Electrical fire smell started smelling bad, and he is freaked. So, what are you doing?
I'm trying to see if I look good on the camera or if my camera's messed up. Okay, we're straight.
Okay.
My quality is good.
Okay.
You guys also look pretty sharp yourselves.
I should. Justin, if he looks sharp, that says something bad about us because he's using a 720p installed webcam off of his Mac. No, it's not even that good.
Oh. I don't even know why that's still here.
Yeah, you should just ship that up to Justin. No, you can use the webcam for like worst case scenario.
Right? I was going to say, I need a backup.
Because I gave mine to Josh.
Marcus said his LCS almost caught fire a while back. That's not good.
It was like he was pretty freaked. So I ran around, took pictures of all of his slabs and his wall books for him so that he can have, insurance issue, if something happens. But anyways, so had a great time. And then I'm sitting there talking, jabbering. And then Logan shows up, my brother-in-law. I didn't know he was coming. So he just shows up. And so we just start talking. And I don't know where I'm going with this. Oh, about what I've read this week, reviews. So we started talking about Spider-Man because he's reading it with me. And he's like well past me. He's into the 300 or 400s at this point. He reads some comic books. So we had a great time talking about that. And then we were talking about, because he goes back and watches some of our episodes. And he's like, dude, there was one where every 5 seconds Justin was getting cut off by Dustin. And I'm like, and he was like, just stop. He was like, it was bugging me. I was like, yeah, I know. Sometimes it does happen. That's where I was going with it. But anyway, so reading, what I've been reading this week, I'm so freaking pumped up about Spider-Man. I'm going to try to record that video tomorrow. It is going so well. It's getting so much better to read. Gwen Stacy is the best. Mary Jane's finally coming back, and I'm loving it. Peter Parker's a little smart butt, and I love it. Doc Ock, I hate. Vulture's still stupid. Craven's lame. The ultimate villain is Kangaroo, and Harry Osborn's a little biatch. I don't know how else to put it, man.
Ooh, you can't say that.
I am pumped about Green Goblin, so that's cool. I'm reading all the way through Bone, which is such a glorious story. I don't know if I've ever mentioned, but it was my first comic book I was ever given as a kid. That I didn't know it was a comic book. It was in trade paperback form. And so I'm finally reading all of it. Super, super loving it. Such a good story. And then I'm also reading Jujutsu Kaisen. So trying to read through all of that. Too bad James isn't here to talk about it.
He doesn't hang out with us anymore.
I miss James.
Where is James?
Somebody clip this.
James has moved on to bigger and better things. He's a TikTok guy now. He's doing his thing.
Good for him.
Good for him. Somebody
Speaking of moving on to bigger and better things, what's up, Perry?
What up? What up?
Cheers
what up?
to my guy. You're about 6 behind, bro. You better catch up.
But after Dustin told me what happened at Crossover 11, I may just read that all tonight.
Bro, I'm so pissed that I want to read Crossover start to finish until I'm caught up. Like, it really aggravates the holy hell out of me.
I would love for everybody in here that's on the members chat to just be like, James, they all miss you. That would be funny. Spam him.
Did Perry just say Merry Christmas? No, he said, hey, Chris and Marcus. Okay.
Wow. Anyways, that's what I'm reading. Bone, if you've never read it, it's such a good read. It's a read I recommend you give to your kids. It's kind of like Kanto, just a good, heartfelt, warm story. I mean, have you ever read it, Justin?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, so if you like Kanto, man, it's even better because it's not honestly like it's similar, but it's still different. But Bone is very, very witty. There's some adult humor that's not like crude, but it's definitely like only an adult would understand that. Because as I'm reading it, I'm like, I never caught any of that as a kid.
How are you reading it?
Comixology on the iPad. I do have the whole thing right here, but it's not in color. That's black and white, which is fine.
Whip out your bone, dude.
Stop. I do have a couple copies.
I was reading a comment.
I know. But I do have a couple copies graded. I have a bone number. I need to put the bone number 1 up. That's what I'll put right there. But man, I love it.
The signed copy that I almost bought you, but you bought it before I could.
Yeah.
I don't read Crossover either, Kyle.
Obelisk is great.
I don't read Donnie Cates because, well, he's Donnie Cates, and it's like,
look, I don't care. Spaceship Hulk is phenomenal.
Trash.
Nah, bro. Thor was going really well until I haven't read this newest issue yet.
Look, I'll tell you right now. Mark said it was trash, and everybody knows if he said it was trash, that means it's trash.
Look, I'm enjoying it.
God, hand on the book of gospel of Mark.
So what should I read next alongside Bone and Jujutsu Kaisen? Because I'm trying to read, like,
maybe you should try to read a comic book.
Aren't we?
There are comic books.
I think I'm maybe a book or two behind on Reckless.
Yeah, I should try Reckless next.
You read the first one, right? Yeah, you read the first one.
Yep. I want to buy them. I'm just waiting for them to come back in on stock on organic price books.
Have you read Pulp?
No. Yeah. I think I've read that one.
Okay.
I've read two of them so far, 2 or 3. I don't think I've read Criminal. I think I read Reckless and Pulp, but I've not read Criminal.
Guys, we're going to go over the Cbsi top 10 list at the end of the show and tell you guys what we think about them. So stay tuned.
I would actually recommend holding off on Criminal. I like Velvet more than I like Criminal.
Okay.
So I would strongly recommend reading Velvet.
Okay. And Dan, speaking of that, Silver and Bronze Age only. So the more I'm into Spider-Man, the more I'm reading it, the more I'm not looking forward to hitting the modern stuff. Especially when you start getting to like She-Goblin or whatever this Queen Goblin thing is, and you look at it and it's just like,
it's not her first appearance. People think it's her first appearance. It's not her first appearance. It's not her first appearance. She didn't appear first in this week's issue of Amazing Spider-Man because it wasn't.
I'm indifferent on it. I just don't want it to like ruin Spider-Man for me after how much I've enjoyed it. So,
well, if Peter Parker didn't ruin Spider-Man for you, I don't guess nothing will.
No, I tell you who was about to ruin Spider-Man for me is the Vulture. Kingpin? Jesus, if I had to, I'm going to rank Spider-Man villain.
Look, bro, it's not Michael Keaton hanging out in those pages that you're reading.
It's this old geezer, man. God, Justin, I'm disappointed you wouldn't read this with me.
Hey, man, old people need some love, too. Sometimes you got to love on an old person.
I read one issue this week, and it was from like 2 months ago.
Justin.
there's no way I would have been able to keep up with you. No
Oh,
way.
here's a question: the best new comic out right now. What would y'all say? I know what Dustin's gonna say.
Stillwater, baby. All day, Stillwater. All day. Day and night.
Justin, do you have an opinion?
Stillwater's the best comic book on the shelves.
Okay, so I guess I'm gonna have to pick one that I actually sort of kind of read and keep current with. So I'm going with Daredevil.
Yep, and I'm not reading that one. And see, it's hard for me to say because I really like to stop and I'll read 5 or 6
Collaborate
issues.
and listen, or in the name of love?
So for a minute, I would have said Thor until this new God of Hammer stuff. Okay. And then I was really loving Geiger, but it's over.
I never
Basilisk,
finished Geiger, man, and I feel bad
so
about
good.
it.
The trade's out.
Did you get the 80-page giant? Came out this week.
Oh, no, I thought that was the trade.
No, it was 80-page giant, bro. You got to read that because
Oh, I did not know that.
Apparently, Geiger's not done. Don't make me go get my tie and my shirt and my throw over and start telling you all about it.
Yeah. So I honestly I'm not sure, and then I really did enjoy Radiant Black. I don't know.
I got that trade too. That's after Stillwater.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm still all about Stillwater. I think that is the best book nobody's talking about, that nobody's reading. And when I say nobody's reading, I mean like it's not one of those books that everybody's like, oh my God, can you believe what happened to Stillwater this month? Like, the book is great. It is great. And it constantly leaves you wanting more, like a piece of cake at the end of a great dinner. And you just, you eat the cake and you're like, oh my God, that was good. I need some more. But then there's no more left. But with Stillwater, there's always another issue coming. You guys understand what I'm saying?
Ooh, you know what else I also put on my Comixology watch?
What? Say it.
What is it called?
I don't know.
It was that horror comic that was like 26, Gideon Falls.
Gideon Falls. We both talked about wanting to read that.
I almost started it last week, but then I read.
I got to get through this Brubaker run of Captain America, and then
that's a quick read, dude. You should knock that out in like a week.
Bro, it took me like 4 hours to read 4 issues. The hell out of here.
You only read 3, so that took forever.
Well, I read at the pace of a third grader, so. Inkblot is pretty good, Marcus said. Right on.
Dark Knight of Steel. I forget about some of Tom Taylor stuff. Dark Knight of Steel, I've only read the first 3. I think there's 4 out now, or the first 2, but it is good.
Tom Taylor's been getting a little spicy with the comic community.
They all do. If you just stay off of Twitter, you won't have to.
Oh, I don't get on Twitter, but I saw something on YouTube where Tom Taylor getting a little upset at people. Can't get upset, bro. You just got to put your content out there, and if they don't like it, you got to keep trying. That's what we do. Luke and Laura. Why does Nick have a lighter? Why does Nick do a lot of things? Nobody knows.
Hey, I'm a fidgeter.
Can he say that?
Fidgeter?
I made Justin laugh. That was all I was trying to do. Oh man. Oh boy, oh boy. Can we All right, so let's talk about y'all's boy Booger Feet.
Hey, real quick before we do that, I want to show off what I'm giving away in the regular giveaway tonight.
All right.
Okay.
Let me put you center in front, if I can even make it happen.
There we go.
He is.
So this is just a regular giveaway. You don't have to super chat. You don't have to be a member. All you have to do is be here at the end of the night, and I guess Nick will figure out a way that you enter a contest. Anyway,
we could just do a midstream giveaway right now.
No, dude, make them wait.
Make them wait. Yeah. Oh, see, I was trying to be cool by y'all, and Nick's doing you dirty. Hashtag Team Dustin in the chat. I want to see it right now. and then we're gonna show what Justin wants to show off. Check this out, guys.
No one is saying Team Dustin.
Not yet. They're coming. They're coming. Hashtag Team Dustin in the chat. Let's see it.
It's like a 30-second delay, so we're going to be sitting here awkwardly.
This is awkward.
Justin, go ahead. No, go ahead, Justin.
This is awkward. I mean,
Just roll it out.
I guess I'm just
roll it out.
sitting here and waiting until the first Team Dustin shows up.
Wow.
Make like a
Even
fat
better
kid on
if it's
the hill,
Team
dude,
Nick.
and roll with it.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, so I was cleaning up, organizing some stuff, and I found some comps that I didn't know that I had. I forgot I had.
Uh-oh. Kanto's number one.
So we are going to give away.
If it is, I'm being mad.
Boom.
Oh, nice.
Dead Game. It's the trade from IDW.
That you worked on.
Yes, I worked on this, so I got some comps. We got, Rob Liefeld's involved. I know he did the art on most of it. So, yeah.
You said most of it.
Dude. We can talk about it off camera.
He said most of it.
So, yeah, this is what I'm going to play. So, it's the trade. It's the complete story. I think it's 5 issues. There he is on the back. So, yep. No, Rob Liefeld did not sign it. But if you want, I can sign his name for him.
Oh, man. You could draw his booger feet.
Good old booger feet.
Oh, man. So, Justin, are you reading any manga currently? Did you finish Bakuman?
No, am I on volume 16 or 17? I'm getting close to the end.
And what was that one about again?
It's about two they start out in junior high, 2 kids who say they want to be the greatest manga creators ever.
That's right.
And that's a story that I can get behind. I really like slice of life manga stories. So
yeah.
This one pulled me in. Anytime you're telling a story about someone who wants to sort of become a creator or do that type of thing, I'm all for it because I feel like that's a story I can relate to.
Yeah. I actually watched a video this week about life as a mangaka. It's pretty interesting. They work those guys to death.
Yeah, I don't know how they from this series. I've learned that they have an office, and that office is big enough to have space for beds so that the assistants can sort of kind of live there.
Yeah.
Wake up, do their assistant work, go back to sleep until it's time for their shift again.
Yep.
It's just it's
insane, dude.
Yeah.
And it's just Japanese work culture as a whole too. But
I couldn't do it.
No.
My late 30s.
Once Dustin shows back up, I'll let him know, Kyle. And no, we won't be going to Virginia. We're going to be at Lexington at the end of March, which Comics and Death Metal is not coming, Justin. And then
Unfortunate.
We're going to be at Huntsville Comic Con. So, and since it's like heavy loaded this year, maybe Dustin and I can try to find a con and to meet Justin at the end of the year.
Ooh,
that would be cool.
Yeah, I'll start looking.
Maybe somewhere in Tennessee, because you're the only 10 I see. Or Florida. I wonder when MegaCon is.
It's in May.
I doubt I could make. I don't know. Dustin will probably try to want to do that one, but that's a long trip, dude. I don't have much vacation time.
Just put it out there. I'll be at Heroes Con, or at least
where's Heroes?
Charlotte,
North Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
When is that one?
I think it is the last weekend of June.
See, I won't be able to do that because my daughter's birthday is the week 4th of July, and we're doing her birthday party that weekend, I think.
Oh, do you want to hear something real? I should save this for Dustin to be here because I know he'll yell at me, but I'll tell you anyway.
Okay.
We were talking. We're trying to figure out our plans for Lexington. We were having that text conversation, and so I was sort of running everything past Liz, my wife, as we were talking. And I gave her the dates. And what are the dates for Lexington again? It's like March,
23rd, 24th, something like that.
Yeah, like the 24th or something. She looks at me and she goes, You know Kate's birthday is on the 23rd, right?
Oh,
I forgot about my my
daughter's birthday.
12-week early, 3-month early premature baby's birthday.
Dang. Yeah, so it's 24th to 27th.
Yeah, so her birthday's not the 24th, it's the 23rd. No, we're going to the weekend before, so I'm good.
Dang, dude. Let's see, March calendar. So I think, let's see. So the 23rd is a Wednesday, I think, right? Yeah, and then we're not going to the 25th. So you have like 2 full days, man.
We're going on the 24th, aren't we? Is that the Friday?
Yeah, 25th is a Friday.
Oh,
23rd is a Wednesday. Gabe, Justin, if you see a teen in a Joker costume, that's me.
If you, I'll be tabling. I don't have a banner, but if you see a guy in a Penguins hat, it's I'm pretty sure I'll be the only one there as a Penguin fan. So
I just can't believe you shaved for it and cut your hair.
Yeah, I shaved it. That looks good. So if you see me, just stop by, say hi.
Yep.
I'll give you a high five or a fist bump or
Something.
come over. Just tell me who you are, and I'll give you some free books. I don't care.
All right. So let's talk about Boba Fett. So have you gotten a chance to watch any of it?
I'm completely caught up.
Oh, snap. All right. Let's do this for real this time. Book of Boba Fett, spoiler review. It's happening. We're not waiting on Dustin for this. Sorry. So what do you think about The Mandalorian?
I'd like to give a spoiler room warning. So we are
for sure.
entering the spoiler room brawl in 3, 2. Oh my! I was going to say something. Oh my God, Han Solo's here. No, just kidding. First thing I'd like to say is maybe it's because I binge watched, episodes 2 through 6. I didn't mind the Boba Fett story stuff. It didn't bother me, but maybe that's because I knew that there were more episodes after that I could just watch right away. So I generally enjoyed seeing Boba Fett hanging out with Tusken Raiders, except
just chilling, old geezer with dentures.
I did not like the first episode when he was doing it. That felt a little weird.
Yeah.
It felt a little weird to see him blow up the Sarlacc.
Mm-hmm.
That just seemed a little weird, but whatever. If I had been watching it weekly, at the end of episode 4, when they talk about needing muscle and they play, there's that little hint of the Mando theme that's played in the music, I probably just would have been like, I probably would have just lost my mind, right? Because I picked up on that.
Yeah.
So, it's really weird. It seems like it's sort of all over the place. I don't really know. I think I know what the type of story they want to tell and where we're going with it, but I really don't, because we're getting all this extra random stuff in it. Is this a story that did Luke and Grogu and Ahsoka need to be in it?
100%. Yes, absolutely.
Well, that just seems
Cad Bane.
Okay. That's different. Man, to have all of that in one episode, man, I need time to breathe.
Dude, I was so disappointed. So, guys, I'm watching it with my wife. I'm done watching it because we watched it that Thursday, and I'm because you sent a text the day before going holy effing crap, I can't believe they just did that. And then I'm like, hold on, I haven't watched it. And so the next night I text you, and I'm like, how many times did you cry? Because the first time Luke shows up in Mando, you cried apparently, right? Teared up a little.
I really regret not doing a live reaction, recording a reaction video to me doing it.
You man wept a little.
That wasn't a little.
So you did that, and then you just respond back no, I didn't really care for it. I'm like, what? Dude, because the first 4 episodes, I'm like, okay, really? Now all of a sudden we're getting blue and red and yellow space bikers? Come on.
I don't mind the space bikers. I just wish the bikes weren't as shiny.
Yeah, that seemed very strange to me.
It seemed a little out of place for it to be all chromed out.
There you go. Yeah, for sure. And then we get to episode 5, and you get what everybody wants Boba Fett to be. cutting people in half, just slaughtering people. That's what I want. That's what I want Boba Fett to be. That's what he is. He's a brutal person. And now he's just an old geezer with a smiling, happy face all the time, being all kind. Ugh. So anyways, so you thought it was too much, episode 6.
I thought there was a lot that went on.
Okay.
Just like, it just seemed like it was just like, it was just like, hey, here's this guy. Hey, remember this guy? What about this guy? Oh, hey, we're going to introduce a character that we've never done live action style, but only just, you've only seen him cartoon wise. Here you go.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just, oh, and remember those people that you liked from season 2 that was just in one episode? Well, they're coming back too. Here they all are.
It's fan service, man. That's why Filoni's great.
Boom, boom, boom. I was just like, man, let me just give me a second here. Just let it like sink in. Let's just take our time. Just enjoy this. Give me a chance to catch my breath before you take it away again.
Nah, dude. I was enjoying it.
So let me explain something. Like, how do you just show up as a cameo in your own titled show? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Because he sucks in this show, if I'm being honest.
What about like Mandalorians don't take off their helmet? My boy ain't had his helmet on since like day 1.
He's not a real Mandalorian.
Oh, so he sucks.
No, he's never been a Mandalorian.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't even remember what I was going to say. But, okay, so is next week's episode the last episode of the season?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, so we know, like, I'm willing to put money down on this right now that we know one thing that's going to happen for sure. I'm willing to put money down on this right now. Boba Fett rides the Rancor through town.
I thought you were going to say we're going to get a reenactment of Cad Bane and Boba Fett and redent the helmet.
That's better than him riding a freaking Vespa. Like, what? Bro, you can't be tough on a Vespa. It is impossible. If you ride a Vespa, you're not tough. In the story.
What up? What up, Greg? What up, Burke?
Greg!
Nathan, what's going on, boss?
Oh,
hey, we got Comic Book Breezy, Greg Wheezy in the house. Me and him's going toe-to-toe with all the tag teams on Comigories. They ain't ready for us. Last time me and him teamed up, we went to the finals. We won, and then and now I took him out behind the woodshed at the end. But this time, we're just staying a team the whole time.
Empire, dude, we all are, man. He's totally different everywhere else. But so here's my thoughts on it, Justin. Like, I get what you're saying. Go ahead.
I just want to say one thing. Greg, I'm very tempted to go to World's Greatest Comics and pick up one of the slab books that they just put on their Facebook page yesterday, but I'm having a hard time convincing Liz that I should be allowed to spend that kind of money.
What is it?
They got an Ultimate Fallout 4 9.8.
There you go.
That book's gone, bro. Don't even mess with it. It's gone.
It might still be there. You don't know.
I'm talking about the prices. It's out of range. It's out of reach.
No, I refuse to believe that. I refuse to
Get
believe
it.
that.
So, with me and that last episode, it had so many cool callbacks to Clone Wars and Rebels. That's what excited me. Okay, and then also like Luke training Grogu. How fantastic was that, right? I mean, all the callbacks of Yoda and Luke, all of that, man. The flipping. And
quit calling him Grogu. That's Baby Yoda.
It's Grogu.
You mean to tell me the most rare species in all of Space Wars, okay, this is not Yoda's son? That's what you're telling me. The most rare species in all of Space Wars fandom ever. And the fact that the fact that his age lines up with the timeline that this is not Yoda's son. That Yoda and Mrs. Yoda didn't get together and fall in love, and when two Yodas love each other, you got a baby Yoda. That's what you're trying to tell me.
I don't think it really matters who he is.
That's what I thought.
He's not Baby Yoda.
I rest my case.
Is your kid Baby Dustin?
I rest my case.
Is your kid Baby Dustin? That doesn't qualify. I mean, it's a name. Anyways, so Grogu, the whole training thing, man, I love that.
They can't argue back with you people. That's what they say.
Now you just hide them. Ahsoka Tano with Luke Skywalker was the greatest thing ever. Okay, getting to see Anakin's Padawan talk to his son and mimic so many things that you got to see through Clone Wars and Rebels, and like I would have loved to have seen the first time they met. You know what I mean?
It felt a little weird to me.
Well,
like,
that's because go ahead.
Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. It's hard to describe. Like,
well, Sky felt weird about it too, and we talked about it for a while actually. And I thought it was because, well, first off, Rosario Dawson is like mid-40s, and then you're using a 70-year-old actor, in his 20s. But then everybody who's ever watched Ahsoka Tano, she's always been like teens to 20s. So like you've completely reversed the dynamic of what people are used to. Very old Mark Hamill, very young Ahsoka Tano, and now on the show it's old Ahsoka Tano with young deepfake Mark Hamill. And I think that was the weird thing. But if you look past that, so cool to me personally.
Not weird in like actors portraying that, but sort of weird in like your dad is the one who trained me. Now I'm here hanging out with you while you train someone like that. Yeah. It felt, I don't know, like, I don't know how to describe it or what I'm trying to say.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. And like, I seriously still wish you would watch some Clone Wars though, like really dig into it.
I'm not saying I didn't like it. Just, it felt a little, I don't know what I'm trying to say.
It probably felt weird because it's like almost retconning a lot of stuff that we've never seen.
Yo, I heard Ebony Maw showed up in Space Wars this week. Like, how did they get Ebony Maw, the bad dude?
Justin is what he said.
The guy from Endgame, the children of Thanos, the Mind Warper. How did he show up in Space Wars? Y'all are crazy, bro.
I will tell you how he showed up. He walked very slowly across the desert.
Ebony Maw is that dude. So the fact that he is like in Marvel and he's in Space Wars, that's crazy. I just wanted to say that.
What, Greg? I'm not following.
Oh no, he's talking about like when I was saying that Anakin trained Ahsoka and now she's there to watch Luke train someone else.
But yeah, so what else? Oh, Cad Bane showing up, dude. I was so friggin' pumped. And the guy at the end, he's not dead.
No,
not a chance.
He got shot in the shoulder.
If Cad Bane wants to kill you, you're dead. Like you're not living.
Cad Bane has been my favorite character in Star Wars history since like before I even started reading comics. I'm just saying.
What up, Vinny?
So, the Marshal, Cobb Vanth, that's how you say his name, right?
Something like that, pretty close, yeah.
It's not Bob Vance of Vance Refrigeration.
No, it is not.
Yeah. So he never fired at Cad Bane. He drew, but that's just because it was a defensive motion, right? So I feel like that's why Cad Bane didn't kill him. That's why he only shot him in the arm.
Yeah. Yeah, because if Cad Bane wants you dead, you're dead. He's the one who trained Boba Fett.
Well,
did you know that?
I did not know that.
Fun fact: it's going to be a big reunion next week. There's so many. Like that's why Dave Filoni is so great at Star Wars, dude. Because he's not afraid to do fan service. He's the Donny Cates of shows. Except Dave Filoni can finish, man. And I was talking to Logan today. I wonder if because this does feel out of place these last two episodes. I wonder if they had this from Mandalorian next season, and they just threw in two episodes because of how bad it's been doing.
No, there's no way that they could have edited that and put all together in such a short time. There's no way.
Wow, Dustin, you can't spell either. But yeah, dude, Cad Bane showing up was great. Ahsoka Tano, I want to see them fight live action. Dustin is drunk. And yeah, man, there was a lot of really cool things that were going on.
Oh, one other thing I'd like to add, did this. I think it happened on the episode before. I'm not crazy about him, Mando flying around in a Naboo starfighter. That just seems really stupid and really.
It is.
Awkward. Like, I feel like that was just like.
Why? Because he's not from Naboo. He just can't. He can't drive one of their flight shooters planes. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. That seemed like that was a direct.
Try to be more inclusive, Justin. Okay, that's all I'm saying.
That sounded like it was a direct. Like, hey, we need to sell some toys. Put this in there.
Yeah, for sure. But what do you think his choice is going to be? And why is it he's going to pick to be a Mandalorian?
I think he's going to pick both.
He can't. He's not allowed, man.
Yeah, right. He's going to pick both.
So dude, how cute would that be, though? The toy of Grogu with a Mandalorian armor and a freaking lightsaber. I think it'd be cooler if the armor made him a darksaber, like a mini darksaber. That would be cool.
I honestly thought that what they were making him was like tiny little ninja stars out of the Beskar because he likes throwing stuff. So like I thought that's what they were.
And like the shape of a frog.
Yeah, like they were all like little pointy.
Speaking of frogs, you mean to tell me Luke Skywalker pulled all them damn frogs up out the ground, didn't let Baby Yoda eat one of them?
No, man, that's not how the Force works.
Yeah.
That is some bull crap, bro. I hope Baby Yoda becomes Mandalorian Boba Fett booger head and kills Luke Skywalker right in the head. Didn't let him eat some frogs.
Vinny, I'm not gonna say that it's going to be a comfortable ride, but when they get their head chopped off, it doesn't really matter where they sit. We can bring you in warm, we can bring you in cold. That was such a good moment.
That callback.
Yeah. First thing he ever said in his own series, and then that, yeah. And I'm just joking. Like, I totally agree. It's not going to be good. But the reason why I think he's going to go back to Mando is strictly because of what Logan told me today. The cockpit where R2-D2 was, they converted it to be a passenger seat. And he was like, that's where Grogu's going to go. I'm like, you're right. You're right. That's it. So
I thought that as well, too.
I didn't know that. I didn't catch that. But
Mando made a point to say, why is that domed off?
Yeah.
And she was like, well, that's where the droid goes, but I figured you'd like to fly alone, so we just domed it off.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It was awesome. I am definitely pleased with how it's going now. In next episode, I'm trying to think of who the other bounty. Oh,
what's
Kyle
going to happen when the butterflies get a hold of Luke Skywalker, and then all of a sudden John Cena comes in, and it just all goes to hell from there.
Justin, you gotta watch Peacemaker, dude.
What's that?
You gotta watch Peacemaker.
Yeah, I think it's just an accomplishment that I'm caught up with Boba Fett.
That is true.
Hey,
Peacemaker. We need to get onto this top 10, but yeah, Peacemaker has been hilarious.
Do you want me to tell you the thing that's really going to upset you?
What?
I still have not finished season 2 of Ted Lasso.
Oh, that's a disjustice.
Yeah.
I should leave just because of that.
I'm surprised you're not kicking me out.
No, I'm not Dustin. Man.
All right, guys, it's that time of the stream where we say goodbye. I'm just kidding. What we are going to talk about is this BROBOX, the Bro Box.
But before we do,
live.
while we have a bunch of
thank
people,
our sponsor, Dots Homestyle Pretzels. We're enjoying the Southwest seasoning styles. Make sure you pick up your Dots Homestyle Pretzels at the nearest grocery store closest to you.
All right, guys, real quick though, update on the exclusive. We found out we were going to have some ratio bundles, and we're going to make those available. Or they're available right now, but I'm going to promote them before we put them out on the main page. To you guys, we have the 125, so you're getting the 125 ratio, cover A, cover B, and our exclusive, all for $50 plus shipping. So that's there. And then we also have the 1 in 50 ratio bundle. It's $100, but you're getting the 1 in 25 ratio, 1 in 50 ratio, our exclusive, plus cover A and cover B, all for $100 plus shipping. There's only 10 available of each. A couple have already sold from the members groups. And if you do want those, because tomorrow I'm putting out an email, we're going to put out a video, all kinds of stuff, but you guys are going to get first access. There's a link, and that's all I'm going to talk about that. But I will say, like, these ratios are selling individually for more than what we have it listed for, 616 sold out, and they had theirs 1 in 50 by itself, at 100. So as long as they're there, you guys have first access to that. I believe is that Capullo doing the 1 in 25, 1 in 50? Yeah. Okay, cool. So, and then the Bro Box, real quick, before we get on to the top 10 list. So, and then the Bro Box. Wow, that was weird.
Rookies.
No, my watch turned up the volume on my phone. I didn't know it could do that. That is strange, dude. All right, so the Bro Box.
My watch does, Nick. You know what my watch does?
Before you put the food in your mouth, talk about the Bro Box.
It tells me the time. That's what my watch does.
Mine does. Mine tracks my calories and my heart rate.
All right, guys. So the Bro Box. The Bro Box is something we are going to be giving out to the Golden Age tier members who joined the channel. We appreciate all of you guys who watch the channel, but we got to give something special to these guys that are the Golden Age tier members. So we're going to be throwing in some original artwork each month. This month, woo, boy, did we deliver. Boy, did we deliver. I know there's a lot of members' boxes out there. There's a lot of them. But they ain't got what we got right here. All right, so for February's Bro Box, let me go ahead and do this real quick. This is serious time, guys. All right, I need everybody's attention right here. 1, 2, 3, eyes on me. All right.
So weird.
For February's Bro Box, you get the Two Brothers comic sticker on a backer board in a Mylar. All right. That's what you get. That's what you get.
Gabe, it used to be a lot worse. Go back to early Babble-Ons.
Oh yeah, yeah. We almost quit the channel every night. All right, so you're gonna get the Two Brothers Comics official sticker. My DNA is on that blue painter's tape, but we're also gonna throw you this Spider-Man sketch. Okay,
there it goes.
On the Amazing Spider-Man Secret Wars issue number 1. All right, so we've got this Amazing Spider-Man sketch, and some dude wrote his freaking name on the friggin' cover. I mean, I don't understand that, but this is going to be in this month's Bro Box. Okay, I don't know if we have Spider-Man fans in the chat or not. I don't know if you guys are familiar with this guy. I don't know much about him. Some dude named Mark that lives out here in Atlanta. He threw this little number together for us. This is going to go in the Bro Box for February, along with many other things. But some dude named Mark Bagley.
It's Mark Bagley. Dustin's just being weird.
Mark Bagley. Okay, we got Mark Bagley throwing in some original sketches here.
And then on top of that, we're also going to be doing the Spider-Man print that I showed off earlier. And I think Dustin's working on a few. And the entire contents of what's in this box that'll be coming out. Plus, another publisher is sending us a box, a part of their.
And I'm telling you guys,
program.
I'm telling you guys, this is going to do a lot for the image of our Bro Box. I mean, it is just going to cause the Bro Box to boom through the roof, and you guys are going to marvel at it because you detectives have probably already figured out who this publisher is. But
it's booming.
It is booming, and I'm telling you guys, you're going to marvel at what is coming.
I'll give you a hint. It is I don't have any of their work behind me, which we may need to fix that before the video comes out.
Well, I got a bunch of their work in my current CGC submission, just waiting on that. But for February, we will have that stuff coming out. Nick should be getting that box here soon, dropping a video, letting you guys know about that. Should we just let them know?
It's on you. The contract signed. The box is on the way.
We did sign the contract, but I think we should just let them know about the big news. The big news is my wife found the birthday cake Oreos, and we are enjoying those right now.
He's killing me.
All right, so guys, in the chat, I want to see how many people's watching right now.
Including Liz? 3.
3. All right, so I want to see 10 fire emojis in the chat. 10 fire emojis in the chat, and we'll tell you guys who we've signed a contract with for a partnership that is going to be sponsoring the Bro Box from here on out. For at least
the next 10 to 12 months.
For at least the next year. Let's see those fire emojis in the chat. We see those fire emojis in the chat. We're going to tell you guys the big news right here on the Babble-On. You're going to hear the big news first. Before the announcement video, the recorded big announcement video, you're going to hear here first. And then some of those encrypted Instagram photos that Nick and I have been sending out, telling you guys something big's coming. We done something we ain't told you about. We're gonna tell you now.
Justin makes stuff so weird sometimes.
You know what, dude? Let's just cheers it up to DC Comics. Let's cheers it up to DC Comics, the official new partner of Two Brothers Comics, and sponsor of the Bro Box, throwing it down for you guys. All right,
for at least the next 10 to 15 months.
That's right, baby. We doing it big out here with DC Comics. We throwing it down with the Batsman, with the Swamp Thing. All right, we're getting it in. And we like to say thank you to our partners, DC Comics. You know, Batman, Justice League, all those guys. Yeah, we're gonna be throwing some stuff out to you guys from old DC Comics.
Let me tell you what this box is themed with.
It's literally like a $5,000 market price box.
There's actually 5 items in it. I haven't even clicked the link yet to see what each individual items are. And the shipping, what sucks is there's a weather delay. And so we're supposed to have the video done and submitted and uploaded to them for approval to Warner Brothers by the 11th. It is now the...
Because Warner Brothers owns DC Comics, which is a new partner for Two Brothers Comics.
Anyways, but yeah, so the Mad Cave box and the DC box will go into the Bro Box along with this. Unfortunately, no BCW stuff, but you know,
along with this, Mark Bagley. That's right, Chris Barrett. We did sell out. We sold out for the better good of you guys. That's right, guys. Let me see it in the chat. Let me see those bat emojis in the chat for DC Comics, the new official partner of Two Brothers Comics. I want to see bat emojis just filling up the chat. Fill it up, baby, because they're watching. They're watching.
You're so strange to me, Justin. He's just so awkward. And when you open up
Oreo, have you ever had a birthday cake Oreo?
No, I have not had processed sugar in 4 weeks. There we
go. We got bat signal in the chat. Throw out the bat signal, chat. If you're watching, just go on ahead and throw out that bat signal. You know what? You go to your emoji, you hit search, you type in bat, and you hit bat.
Justin, how do you feel about us fighting all the time?
It's like watching mom and dad fight. Super awkward.
It used to be so much worse, didn't it?
Oh, 100%. If you go back,
those were the good days. That's when everybody watched.
Go back.
Nick and I had to have some words about it because it was just getting to the point where, you know what, it wasn't making for good TV anymore.
Go back and watch
the bat signals.
Very early beginning Babble-Ons, especially ones where they're in the same room together. It was bad.
It was fun. It was good times.
Left or right? Left or right, Nick? Left or right, bro?
I'm going to say your left hand. This is the fattest thing I've ever done.
He was right. He was right.
Greg, you're going to Lexington, right? We're going to see you there in March. Right? Right? I hope we do. I hope we do see him there.
Yeah, we've been holding this news, guys. We've been waiting for this box to get shipped to us. We've known about this for a minute.
We signed the contract in November, I think.
Yeah, you guys saw the Snapchat or the Instagram post where Nick and I were posting some little encrypted deals with DC. So DC Comics reached out to us and they was like, yo, we got to have two bros on the team. We were like, send the paper, dude. We'll sign it up. So
that's exactly how it went.
It is literally exactly how it went. We actually thought it was a scam. Nick hit me up, or actually I hit Nick up. I was like, is this legit? He said, nah, ain't no way. And it turned out to be legit. They wanted 2 bros on the team, so we're on the team. So we're excited about that. Super, super cool. And we're excited to be able to take what they're sending us, and it's just going to you guys. Like, we're not keeping it unless it's really cool. But
I'm so tired.
no, we're not. We're sending everything they send us is going straight to you guys. So we got to do something for you guys, you know. So that's gonna happen. Congrats. How do they know Burke Family Comics and Legion of Comics are the biggest DC fans? I'm super, super jealous and happy for you guys. Hey, appreciate it, man. We actually told them that you guys constantly talk crap about DC Comics and to never talk to you. So I'm sorry about that. But we appreciate you congratulating us and being happy for us. Thanks, brother. We appreciate that.
Something's wrong with you.
You get those Boom Studios early advanced copies, man. Come on. You can't have everything, Steve. Share.
Anyways, we're going to now jump into the Cbsi Hot 10 list review. Full disclosure up front, we 100% support respect those guys. This was just an idea. It is now going to be on still your left hand.
Justin, left or right?
Middle.
No, you can't choose that.
No,
Okay, now you're right.
Cool. It's okay. It wasn't.
You can tell which one.
I don't know how to tell.
But anyway, so we're going to talk about that, and basically, I'm going to let Dustin talk about why he came up with this idea. But we're not there's nothing negative going on here. Okay.
Thanks, Kyle.
Cool. Hey, real quick before we get into that, wasn't there was a comment from earlier in the night that we were supposed to talk about, right?
Yes, we were asked from. Hold on, it wasn't Gabriel. It was.
I think it was Gabriel.
Was it Gabriel?
Gabriel.
No, it wasn't Gabriel. We were asked, what is the hardest title to collect in our opinion? He said it was Batman.
Well, it depends on what you want to do, right? Well, crap, no, now that I think about it, probably Batman or Tech. I mean, even trying to buy AF-15 is expensive, but it's not nearly what Batman 1 or Tech 27 would be.
I mean,
or Marvel Comics.
Golden Age Captain America's up there as well.
Yeah, I would probably say, did Marvel Comics continue after the first one? It was how many issues?
What was it, 14?
But I mean, you're not going to be able to afford Marvel Comics 1 unless you just...
Right.
Or Action Comics. Chris is right. Action Comics. Yeah, I would say Action Comics, Tech, Batman, maybe Cap. What do you think,
Well,
Justin?
if you look past, okay, you got 5 issues, the first 5 issues were out of range for 97% of people. DC Comics, Batman books from Golden Age, yeah, I would say probably, I would probably say Batman is probably the hardest thing to finish, start to finish if you go from Batman 1. And that's what he said too. So I would agree with that.
I still think Action Comics is probably because the question was what is the hardest to collect, not what is the hardest to collect if you take out certain things.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. I think if you look at Action Comics and you add up what all those are worth, and you go to Batman,
that first Action Comics,
you take Action Comics and Superman, and you add up all those. And if you look at Detective and Batman, at some point, Action and Superman took a big dip, and Batman just kept on.
But that Action is still going to be worth more than Batman or Tech.
Yeah, I know, but I don't know.
Justin, your thoughts. We're going to be quiet. Let Justin talk now.
I think the hardest one to do would probably be a full Uncanny X-Men run that I've done.
Perry, that's a good one. Spawn, those 100 to 220 are a pain in the arse. You're right.
What up, Warlord?
Warlord, what's up, bro?
I agree. I think anything that's Golden Age, I think is going to be really difficult to find.
Well, and I think there's probably more people collecting Batman that they probably have those issues, that there are certain issues of Batman that just come up for sale very, very far off, less often than some of those Action and Supermans, maybe.
Mortal Kombat is the hardest.
There are some of them. I mean, if you're looking for like super high grade, like I have, yeah, because I got them all, and I'm not giving them to anybody. I'm not selling them. When this new Mortal Kombat movie comes out, and everybody's like, "Oh, Dustin, oh, can I please? Would you want to sell any copies? I know I laughed at you when you were collecting those a couple years ago, and we thought you were crazy, but now we want them because they're hot. And can you please sell us some copies?" No, they're all mine, and yes, I do need them all because I went and found them, and I bought them, and I got them, and you laughed at me. But now you're not laughing now, are you? Now you're crying because you don't have them. And that's the way it's going to stay.
Oh, hey, I agree with Greg. The hardest to collect is an Omega Red and a 9.8. Just read Greg's comment. Oh, okay, gotcha, yeah.
It was Echo
up,
Comics.
Rainy?
That's who it was. Yeah, Golden Age anything is definitely hard to put together.
I'm trying to think of what else. I mean, Spider-Man is not that difficult if you can afford AF-15. Then you're golden.
I mean, like, truth be told, if you can afford any of it, it's easy, right?
Well, I guess you're right. I mean, you're absolutely right. Like, if I'm applying the Dustin principle of like creating a rule, right? You know, like, oh well, if you can get past the first 5 issues, you know. But I guess what I was getting at is there's nothing outrageous past the first book.
There's nothing that starts in the Silver Age that would make the whole run kind of difficult, as would be if you're picking up something that starts in
Golden
the
Age,
40s and the 50s, right?
Yeah. I was having a conversation today. If you go back in time to one day in one place, where would you go?
Oh, I know where I'd go, but I don't want to say.
Is it awkward?
No, well, I just don't want to say it on camera.
Okay, let's make it comic book related.
B. Ramey, what you talking about, bro? What you talking about? Street Fighter 1 because of the back cover ad. Let's see what that is. What you talking about, bro? I don't know what you're talking about, man.
So I would go to where they're printing Marvel Comics #1 and just be there when they're coming off the printer and just start snagging them.
Well. Looky here. You had no idea, sir.
I told Logan, I was like, I'd just go to the comic shop and just get them off the shelf. And the more I thought about it, I was like, why not just, if I get to pick, why not just go right to the printer?
Like, are we going from the perspective of like witnessing comic book history, or are we going to try and pick up a book?
I guess anything just comic related, like for history. For me, if I was going to go a bunch of 90 Marvel Comics #1s to become a trillionaire.
From a historical standpoint, I'd love to go back and be a fly on the wall when all of the Marvel creators went to Marvel and was like, hey, we're leaving and forming Image.
Yeah. And then went to DC just say, piss off, we're not going to come to you either.
Yeah.
That would be funny.
I would have loved to have been a fly on the wall for that.
For sure. Because back then you weren't getting sued and stuff. You know, there was probably some words. I appreciate what Todd did back then. He didn't like what was happening, so he's just like, screw it, we're going to go do our own thing. But, yeah. Too good. That's a good idea.
Gary said he'd like to go back to the launch day of Spawn 1 in Cali. Those lines were wrapped around the block. Would have loved to experience that and see the Lords of Image in their prime. Yeah, that would have been cool. That would be really cool, man. Because when's the last time you saw a line at your comic shop for something? Maybe Saga 55? There was a line for that? Oh, there was. No, there was not. Yeah. My shop still has like 30 copies on the shelves. That's fine. Ordered. But I've literally seen lines from midnight, people going to go and pick that up. And you can say they don't exist when I've seen them with my own eyes, but that's fine. Just because you saw something with your own eyes does not mean it was real. Okay. It's not how that works. I think that would be really cool to experience something like that. Like, because, you know, like when Star Wars came back out to movie theaters, I mean, it was such a big experience, even though it sucked. You know, what comic book can make that happen?
I can't think of a title.
Like, I guess, the Image stuff would have been like maybe the Death of Superman, maybe?
Yeah.
Hold on, because I just saw. Hold on, where'd it go? Oh, K Dog removed his comment, bro. I was about to go in, K Dog. You removed your comment though.
What was it?
I was about to go all the way in, K Dog, and you removed that comment. There it is. Hold on. Órale, la vida, la raza.
I don't get it.
It's because you didn't watch WCW in the 90s, bro. You don't know who K Dog is. You don't know what "let me speak on this" means.
Oh, that's pretty cool, Echo.
He knows what I'm talking about, though. That's why
But
he
I
put
guess,
that in the chat.
Or what artist would have to, a writer would have to come back to do something to create a line? Like what living legend? I can't even think of one.
No,
Stanley.
there isn't.
Living.
Yeah, current Stan Lee would have to come back and write a story. Yes. Zombie Stan Lee would have to come back.
Hey, fun fact, if anybody knows this, what is the last comic book story Stan Lee ever wrote?
I know the last character from Marvel he created.
Who was that?
She-Hulk.
Oh, okay. I really don't know my question either. I want to know, but that is pretty cool. She-Hulk. I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think though. Like seriously, I mean, who would have to make a comic book to create lines?
The problem with that is that so many of the old creators are still doing it, right? Like you just had within the past year or two a full 4-issue miniseries of Fantastic Four drawn by Neil Adams. Yep. So those guys are always coming back to do a cover or to do a backup story or like it. You know what I mean? So it's
I don't know, man. It'd be like that sucks. I wish there was more hype. And honestly, B. Ramey, I have no clue. I'm just curious to know, like, if anybody knows. How long have we been doing this? I feel like we've been here for 2 hours.
Almost 2 hours.
I'm tired, man. I'm about to have to go drink a coffee. All right, so
bro.
Well, I'm drinking Earl Grey. So we've talked about the Bro Box. We've talked about DC. I've given some Mad Cave info. What's going on, Downright Nerdy? Man, it's been a while. Hope y'all are doing good. I'm super pumped about this, though. Justin, I would send you one, but I only have just enough to give away.
That's fine. I'll just here, hold it up. Let me take a picture of it, and I'll just.
You can NFT it.
Yeah, that's what I'll do. Show off my nice little phone case. There we go.
Hey, I bought that.
You did buy that because you were tired of seeing my.
Didn't I buy you two?
Yeah, I don't know where the other one is. It's somewhere down here on my desk.
No, we haven't done top 10, and we're gonna. It's gonna be a little bit different tonight. Dustin will explain if he ever shows back up. And Kyle, I texted him to look. Hopefully he will. Yeah, that would be cool. That would be cool, man. Justin, thought for you. So the armor has horns on her head from Mando?
Oh yeah.
Huh?
I was looking at the hot toy.
Okay, so you saw that, right?
Yeah.
So in Clone Wars, at one point Darth Maul becomes leader of Mandalore with the Darksaber. And so I think it's Death Watch or Overwatch, I forget what they refer to themselves as. They started putting horns on their helmets, resembling his head. And so there's a theory going around, because this is all post all of that the armor is actually a follower of Darth Maul. And that's why she has the horns.
Boy, they sure did retcon the whole Darksaber thing real quick.
Mm-hmm.
But the whole, it has to be won in battle. It can't just be given freely. Otherwise, bad juju will happen.
Yeah.
That was a quick retcon there.
Yeah, they weren't messing around. Of course, I think they mentioned that some in Clone Wars, if I'm not mistaken. But wow, I don't know where Dustin's at. It's just an empty chair.
Justin, since we are both in West Virginia, do you have a favorite West Virginia monster? I only know one West Virginia monster. So I fail as a West Virginia resident. I only know of the Mothman.
Nick, what Omni are you reading? So actually, I'm reading 3 different stories right now. I'm reading Bone, so finishing or reading all of that, whilst reading all of Amazing Spider-Man, which I'm doing the videos on, and I'm also reading all of Jujutsu Kaisen, kind of from like my manga read. So enjoying the heck out of that. And I was talking with Logan today, and I really need to read my Old Republic omnibus.
What is that? What is that?
It's just I don't get it. Haven't we already seen that? Yeah, we've already seen that.
I don't think I've seen it.
The 98 miles?
Is that the one that you bought off the dude off of Instagram?
I saw it in his short box when I was there. I thought we've already seen that.
Did we? I don't know. I totally missed it somehow.
Hey, I'll sell it to you for about $8,200, Jay.
Well, that seems like a really fair deal.
I think so.
My favorite pasta. Not really a big fan of pasta, period.
I got the giveaway ready for the end of the show giveaway.
All right, and so as far as the super chat giveaway right now, only Dan is entered, so he's going to win automatically unless we get anybody else, which is fine. But just throwing that out there.
What's in the super chat giveaway, Nick?
Right now, it's just that hot book, and then I'm going to throw together some stuff. Go ahead.
Ravioli is my favorite pasta.
Ravioli. Oh, okay, that. Yeah, if I had to pick. Bingo. All right, Dustin, explain the Cbsi Hot 10 review, and then share your screen if you're still capable.
I wasn't even had it pulled up. I thought that you were going to pull it up.
Okay.
So while I'm talking, if you can be the pulling, if I could ask that of you, kind sir. So we're going to look at the CBCSI top 10 hottest books on the comic book market.
Wait a minute. I know he's not even here, but can we put Beans on the wheel just so he can lose?
Oh, man.
Beans is putting in work on Whatnot right now.
Beans is doing good, man.
Yeah, me and Beans and Ryan, we got hammered in the dirt this morning on Whatnot. So Beans said he had to go back and get him a double dose. But we're going to look at the CBCSI top 10 hottest comic books on the planet. And we're going to talk about...
this is 100% just a conversation. We appreciate
this is not us. We're not going to be beating up on it or knocking. We're just going to basically go through and look at them and say, is it something that we would buy? Is it something we would hold? Is it something we would sell? Do we think it is something that is worth what they're selling for to us personally? And just give our personal opinions on it. So that's what we're looking at doing right now. So hopefully you guys will enjoy this segment. Just trying something new, trying something new. We got to do that.
So are we going to start from 10 and go up to 1?
Yeah, let's start at 10. We'll get to Ebony Maw. All
right, so number 10 is a Star Wars Crimson Reign #1 Walmart variant. If you don't know what Crimson Reign is, basically they're kind of bringing in what happened during the Han Solo movie. I know a lot of people didn't like it. Justin, did you like Han Solo, or did you not watch it?
I've still never seen it.
Dude, honestly, I enjoyed it. A lot of people didn't like it. I personally did enjoy it. But they're bringing it into comic books. See, look, he even says this one is lame to me because it's not more rare. But anyways, so apparently this is some type of spec, obviously, because the Crimson Reign, it's kind of the first thing. I believe this is her first appearance in comic books, if I'm not mistaken. But I mean, if we're going to be honest, I think this whole thing is lame as well. I would not go out and buy this book. I would not go out and search Walmart packs unless you're looking for a quick flip, which I'm not certainly a big fan of doing. But
yeah, I mean, me personally, and this is not even me just being my normal, talking crap about Space Wars. But I think we can all agree, none of the Star Wars books really hold, ever. I mean, they've all peaked and they've come way down. We haven't seen one that really just holds strong. Star Wars is I know it's a huge property. People love it, but these books come out, they're the flavor of the month. Once the shows are over and they're not right in front of your face, the books are back to where they're normally at. And I think if you're buying Star Wars books like this at the peak of these shows and movies, then you're probably getting them for more than you would pay if you waited until there wasn't a show or a movie going on. And Justin's squinting his eyes like he disagrees with me. So I'd like to hear his thoughts, because even a Star Wars number 1, 9.8 has dropped significantly in price.
I think Darth Vader number 3 and Kanan number 6 would disagree with you.
As well as
those specs haven't come to fruition yet. After those specs come to fruition, those books are probably going to do like everything else did.
All right, fine. Whatever.
Clone Wars number 1's been extraordinarily strong.
Whatever Ahsoka's first appearance is.
Clone Wars number 1.
Thank you.
But no, like if I'm being candid,
people
like
are still waiting for her to get her big like own show. Like she's been in Mandalorian for like 2 episodes. She was in 1 episode of Booger Feet, and she really hasn't been given her due. I think at some point that book is, maybe that book doesn't come due. Maybe it's an anomaly. But
I think
you guys could agree with me, I'm sure. Like honestly, could you agree with me? If you look at every other Star Wars book that is not still something that people are specking on, like Dr. Aphra is probably the only one I can think of. But the rest of them have peaked and they've dropped. And they've peaked.
Well, most things have dropped just in general. But yeah, Star Wars number 1 has always been highly undervalued. 42 only recently got its due, and I think it's being hurt because of how bad the show was. But yeah, I think Star Wars is a safe bet for a quick flip, but long-term hold. That's why I've never been in a super serious rush to pick up Star Wars 1, because I don't think it's ever going to explode. Yeah. I mean, for sure, it got exciting.
Yeah, and that's all I was trying to say, and you pretty much just said it. Like, if you're looking for a quick flip, timing is everything. But if you're looking for something for a long-term investment, Star Wars is not the property, in my opinion. Especially with the fact that a lot of Star Wars fans don't seem to be super happy with the direction that's going to start with. Just for me, from the outside looking in, because I'm not a big Star Wars fan. I know I play around and I don't know anything about it, but I promise, I know a little more than I let on. But Star Wars is not something that personally I would invest my money in unless it was just something I had to have, in which case I would wait until there's not a show or a movie going on, because that's going to be your best time to buy it, because people are on to something else, the new flavor of the month.
Yeah. Justin?
I don't like that there's a lot of variant covers on here.
Yeah. Yeah, and this is the first time I've looked at it too. All right, so number 9, Archie 601. This is strictly because Cad Bane's in an ad. Cad
really?
Bane is the Cad Bane. There's that.
Can we just skip it? Do we
skip it?
Yeah, do we even need
ads and previews do not count. Collect your way, but ads and previews do not count. There's no continuity. There's no story. There's nothing there. They don't count.
Yeah, can we?
That's how I buy.
That's
my opinion. My comic book collecting your way. Ads don't count for nothing. Previews 95. That ain't no Miles' first appearance. When I look at a first, for me personally, when I look at a first appearance, there's got to be some story. There's got to be some continuity.
Yeah.
That appearance, to me, for it to be a first appearance, to me, it has to be something that if that doesn't happen, the story changes. That's why I say Hulk 180 is the first appearance. If Wolverine doesn't show up, if they don't consistently talk about Weapon X throughout the entire story of Hulk 180, the story changes. Nobody ever even thinks about Hulk 180 after that. That story doesn't even matter anymore. And for me, a preview, you're reaching, bro. You're reaching because you got a lot of copies of it and you want people to buy those. And in my opinion, that's a reach. And, I think that I really agree. They kind of make it out okay, it's on the list, but why? They even pretty much say it right there in the description. Why was he in an Archie book? Why does this even matter? So,
a
That's just
long
me.
way. That's a long way of saying let's just move on to the next one.
Yeah, come on, man. We're here to give you got to spill the goods, Justin. You can't always play. Well, yes, you can. Actually, you have an excuse. I got to give the people what they want sometimes, though.
Yeah, but doesn't that says more just to say let's move on to the next one?
Yes, but we promised to go through the CBCSI top 10, not the top 9.
Sometimes
so I have to give something.
Sometimes less is more.
But sometimes more is even more.
Hey,
all right, number
in that box, even a boat.
Number 8. Ryan Stegman, 1 per store variant from Noctera number 7. This is a good story. I genuinely like this story. Ryan Stegman is phenomenal. This is his cover. $50, but it's basically only because it is a decent cover. It starts a new story arc, but nothing actually of value. And it is a 1 per store. I would say no here because there's no first appearances. It's not a number 1. It is a great cover done by Stegman, but no way I'm paying $50 for this. I don't see the long-term collectability.
No. I agree the same. I know not everybody. See, here's the thing. Like everybody's on Noctera. Why? What's the point, Nick? Why is everybody hot on Noctera right now?
I believe it's been optioned, right?
It's been optioned.
Yeah.
You know how many comic books are optioned right now? I actually looked this number up today. 1,248 comic books have been optioned. Does that sound about right?
Where'd you get it from? At least cite your sources.
I literally just made that number up, but it made enough sense that you wanted me to cite my source because it makes sense. Because every freaking day it seems like we hear about a new comic book being optioned to the point where you literally almost believed me.
Dustin, check your our messages from Kyle.
Dustin is his own source.
What up, Beans?
Beans just got done making a whole G today. My man was getting down. But that's what I'm saying. Like Nick is the most, Nick believes nothing I say. No. Like he has to fact check everything I say. But I literally had him digging in his phone just now, trying to find where I got that information from.
No, you didn't. I was actually looking up Darksaber replicas because I saw a TikTok of it, and I really want to buy one. Sorry.
But it's literally that bad. Do you agree though?
I would have believed it if you had been saw it on TikTok. Like, okay, cool.
And that's what I'm saying. Like just because something gets optioned, I mean,
what book you specking on, Perry?
Buy you a couple of them if you're about it, but don't blow all your money on something because it got optioned, because not everything gets optioned comes to fruition. It just doesn't.
Yep.
And for me, I don't know, man. I don't know. You guys know how I am anyway. I've told you guys multiple times. When it comes to spec, I like the sure thing. I'm not a gambler. So I will spend more money and put it into guarantees. I'll put my money into a Hulk 181, into a Giant Size X-Men, an X-Men 1, a Submariner 1, a Fantastic Four number 1. Books that I know 100% down the line are going to be a 100% secure investment. And I know not everybody is able to do that, but don't get so deep into it that you get yourself in financial trouble over something being optioned. You got to be smart about it. You got to remember you work your ass off for your money. Make sure you're smart with it, because the last thing you want to do is be drowning in spec books that are optioned and they don't turn up. That's all I'm saying. I'd love for one of you to at least disagree or agree.
I think you said a fine statement there.
I mean, if you could tear yourself away from the battery swords, that would be great. We are running a live stream right now. We have people watching in the chat.
You were just going on one of your rants, and I was just letting you rant for a minute.
Okay, well, I'm back, and both of you guys have your heads down, and people are waiting to hear what's going on with issue number 7 of number 7 on the CBCSI top 10 list.
Hey, I'm currently texting Greg right now to try and figure out a way that I can get to Columbus to buy this Ultimate Fallout 4.
Justin, Justin. Please wait 6 more months. Right now, we're coming off of a extremely hot Spider-Man movie where a mention was made that would possibly lead people to think Miles is coming. He has a new movie coming out. I would like you to please think about what you're doing right now. As we are seeing big books dropping 30 to 40%, and Ultimate Fallout 4 has just took another upward turn.
Oh,
and you don't buy at the peak, bro. You buy at the dip.
So you're saying that even though books have all gone down in price except this one,
that book went down. It just came back up because we have a new movie coming out. We have a new movie coming out. Jamie Foxx made mention of a Black Spider-Man. The book went up. The book was down. I had opportunities to buy a 9.8 for $2,000 not a month before the last Spider-Man movie came out, Justin. Please trust in your boy. Now's not the time, bro. You're buying at the peak, buy at the dip. It will dip again before it reaches bigger heights than it has already. I bought my copy raw for $400. You can't touch a raw copy for $400 right now, bro. I'm not trying to get you to not buy the book. I'm trying to save you some money.
Tell you what, I'll wait. But if this backfires, you owe me a Coke.
If this backfires, I'll buy you a whole pizza and a 6-pack.
Justin, dude, I would. That's just one book I probably wouldn't wait on.
Oh man, this was a video that we were supposed to be doing later on down the road. You guys realize that right now, right?
It is. So let's hold off on this. But all I'm saying is right now, Ultimate Fallout 4 is back on fire again. It's going to cool back off. I really honestly do not think Miles Morales will hit a live action film for at least 5 more years.
I don't care, man. I don't think that's one I'd.
Until he hits live action, that book is really never going to go nuts. And it's going to drop again. It's going to drop again because I'll tell you what's about to happen. We're about to have this multiverse of madness come out, and people's going to go, ooh, shiny thing, ooh, squirrel. And everybody ain't going to be focused on Miles.
Hey, you heard it here first, Squirrel Girl. Multiverse of Madness confirmed.
All I'm saying is, the book, everybody has said, and even Beans is saying it, the book's not going down. The books went down already this year. We saw people paying almost $4,000 for the book. Then it dropped down. You couldn't sell the 9.8 for $3,000. Now it's back up around $3,000. I think it's going to come back down again before it really, really takes off. I think after Spider-Verse 2 comes out, people are going to be all excited about it. And I think eventually it's going to die back down a little bit. You might save yourself $500. And when you're talking about a book like this, $500, it may not sound like a lot when you're talking like 3,000 to 4,000, but it's still $500, dude. Like, imagine what you could spend $500 on something in your Spider-Man run, which I don't understand anyway. But $500 is $500, bro. What do you guys think in the chat? Thumbs up if you agree with me. Thumbs down if you don't agree with me. Let's see some communication with the chat, people. Let's see what you got. $1,000 for a 9.8? We're talking about 9.8 copies, Beans. He's talking about buying a 9.8. He's not talking about buying a raw copy. I picked up a raw copy that is at least a 9.4 for $400 earlier. That not 3-4 months ago. I mean,
well, just sell me that one.
I can't do it, bro, because I want to get a sucker later down the road. Justin, this is coming from someone who has at least half a short box or more full of Miles books. I'm waiting. I'm waiting for this dude to come. I'm waiting. I've been a big investor on Miles Morales, bro. Look at my damn chair. I've been all about Miles, bro, but I'm telling you right now, in my opinion, I would not buy the 9.8 right now. I wouldn't do it. My buddy Sean for example, he had 3 9.8s.
Wait,
He just sold 2 of them. Sold 2 of them. Why did he sell 2 of them right now? Why did he sell them now? Because it's at a peak, and he knew it might be a while before they reach that height again. I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying. Save yourself some money.
If you did save any, I don't think it'd be much. It may not be worth the risk.
You don't think $500 is worth the risk? You don't think $500
drop $500, dude?
Hmm?
I don't think it'll drop 500. That's a lot of damn money. Tax season's coming up. People are about to be spending again. That's government money coming back into the mix.
Yeah, I'm not talking about a month from now, Nick. I'm talking about 6 months, 8 months down the road. I'm talking 2-3 months after the Miles Morales live action or cartoon movie comes out again. If anybody, I watched this book, bro. I watched this book. I'm just saying, I had an opportunity a few months, like literally like a month, maybe less than 2 months before the last ASM movie came out. I had an opportunity. It was literally on my man Sans comic book auction here on YouTube. There was a 9.8 copy. Buy it now, $2,000. $2,000.
How much are they asking for right now, Justin, over there?
3.
So $1,000, $1,000 more now. I'm just saying, like, how much more do you think that book will go up over $3,500? I mean, you're taking a chance, in my opinion, of either saving $500 or you might spend $500 more. So it's you know, that's where I'm at on it. That's where I'm at on it. But that's just me personally. But Ultimate Fallout 4 is not even on this list. So let's get back to this list.
Buy the book, Justin, is what I'm thinking. If you really want it, buy it. Don't wait.
Don't tell this man that.
Don't wait.
See, Nick just wants to argue.
No, seriously, Justin, what is $500 to you?
$500 is a damn hot toy and a burrito to this guy, but I'm just saying.
I do love
I'm just saying, like, for real, Justin, $500. What does it mean to you?
But what if it's
worth
$1,000?
risking?
Is it how much is peace of mind worth?
Like, exactly. You have the book now. It's yours. It's done.
Okay, let me propose this to you, Justin. Let me propose this to you. And this is going to be a video we're going to do later on down the road once we all get together for Huntsville. But let me propose this to you, Justin. Right now, that book's going for what, $3,000?
Yeah.
How many are on eBay right now in a 9.8? Not a whole hell of a lot, right? Maybe 20 at the most.
Okay, we'll go with 20.
All right, how many guys do you think are sitting on a freaking short box full of Ultimate Fallout 4 raw copies that they haven't flooded the market with yet because they're waiting for the live action, like me? I mean, I only have one of those, but I mean, I've got a short box full of miles.
Supply doesn't always... An increase of supply doesn't always drop the demand.
How many 9.8s are on the freaking census, bro?
It doesn't matter. How many 9.8s are on Venom and it's still, or Spider-Man 300 and it's still where it's at? How many brand
Spider-Man,
new
yeah, but ASM 300 hit that real big height.
It don't matter.
When everything else did. Look where it's at now.
It don't matter. How many brand new comic book day books are printed and then the stupid stuff's going for $50 whenever it's $3 on the comic
and
shop.
how long did it stay there? That's what I'm saying. If you wait,
but what I'm saying, I'm not talking about that hype. I'm talking about you're saying if they flood the market, it's automatically going to drop the price. That doesn't always happen.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying
that's what you just said. How many 9.8s are being held that they haven't flooded the market with yet?
And at some point, there's going to be so million.
We accept that one of us.
Thomas is back.
Thomas, thanks, bro. We appreciate that.
And
what I'm saying is there's going to be.
If you haven't seen already, we talked about some of the Brubaker and stuff earlier, but thanks for joining the membership.
That's right. We got that Mark Bagley sketch cover going in the Brubaker.
DC box, the Mad Cave stuff, original
That's
artwork.
Right.
Oh, do we want to go ahead and talk who else is committed to do the rest of the months working with us, or we want to wait?
Maybe we'll wait until after this segment.
Okay.
But what
But
I'm
what
saying
you
is,
said
what I'm
is
saying
always
is
ready.
when you have that many on the market, okay? When you have that many on the market, say that book hits $4,000.
Great.
How many people have $4,000 to spend on a comic book?
Plenty enough.
You
People
think?
are stupid. Oh yeah, plenty.
At some point, after everybody has bought their copy, there's still going to be 9/8 available, and the
Because
hype will
people,
die down,
yes.
and people will be willing to make a deal to get
I
rid of
don't
it.
think it's going to happen on this book. This is a special book. This is
I
the
don't know,
first
man.
appearance. This is when I put on that thumbnail. I genuinely believe this is the most important modern comic book we're ever going to see. Not only is this a reinvention of one of the most popular characters of all time, this is also an entire new generation Spider-Man. Okay, there's never going to be a modern comic book, in my opinion, that's ever going to hold up to this. This is the AF-15 of modern comic books,
And I might agree with you on that, but what I'm
and I
saying
don't
is,
see.
I'm
I
not
don't
telling
see.
Justin to wait until I'm not telling Justin to wait until that boom happens. What I'm telling Justin to wait till is after everybody is on something else. Do you really think in your mind, if god dang Xavier from the X-Men shows up in this next Doctor Strange movie, that everybody's going to still be worried about Miles? The world is going to turn
That's
their eyes
irrelevant.
to X-Men,
That's
and
irrelevant.
Miles will be an afterthought. You will be.
This is not
there
a
won't be as
hype of the
many.
week book.
But what I'm saying is there won't be as many people looking for Ultimate
Don't
Fallout
matter.
4. You'll have a better opportunity to throw in an offer on something and get a better deal on it.
This isn't
I
a hype
see
of
it
the
all
week
the
book, though.
time, bro. I see it all
And
the
that's fine,
time.
but this isn't a hype of the week book. This is a book I genuinely believe people are constantly looking at.
I'm
You
not
look
saying
at
it's
this
hype
some
of the
dumb
week
shit
book.
like ASM 210 that nobody's going to care about in a week because the movie announcement's done, right?
I'm not
you and
saying
I
it's
both
the hype of the week book. What I'm saying is Justin, I will sell you this copy right here for $1,500 right now, bro. I mean, it's a facsimile, but who cares?
No, see, I didn't know it was a facsimile.
I got his ass. Justin was like, "Oh, damn you." But what I'm saying is you can use those hype of the week books when people's attention aren't on it. And you might be able to find somebody that's just sitting on that book and needs to make some money. I'm
You
telling you,
might.
dude, people throw deals out there. You just have to be, if you want that Ultimate Fallout 4, you got to go look for it. See, that's why Justin thinks I have a superpower. I don't have a superpower, bro. I'm always in these auctions. I'm always looking. I'm a
And that's
comic
right.
buyer.
It's very possible you could, but he has a sure shot right now to go do it. And I don't think $500 is such a big deal to him. You and I both know how he'll throw down some money on some stuff. I don't see $500 being a make or break.
I know, and that's my worry. That's my worry. He's not buying an X-Men #1 for $2,000. Like you're gonna pay a couple of $100 more for an Ultimate Fallout 4 than you paid for a freaking X-Men 1, bro.
Perry, I didn't mean to say 210. Like it was the first thing right here in my face. My bad.
For the record, it's a little weird spending more money potentially on a Miles than I do my X-Men #1.
Yeah.
How does that make you feel?
A little weird on the inside.
That's what I'm saying.
Again, dude, like
that's what I'm saying. And okay, what about this? What if Ultimate Fallout 4? What if we don't see a live action Miles? What if we don't see that for like 8 to 10 years?
That's fine.
If we don't see it for 8 to 10 years, you mean to tell me there's no chance of a dip in that book?
There's always going to be dips here and there, but I don't see.
Then why not wait for the dip?
Why not wait for homes to go down? It could be. Why are people buying homes?
That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing.
But it may be 5 to 10 years before that happens.
This is not a low print book. It's not a low 9.8 on the census, even though CGC is gatekeeping that 9.8, and I 100% agree they are. I really think that they are gatekeeping that book at a 9.8. It's not like it's a limited possibility to grab one in a 9.8. So why not wait for a dip?
But again, in Justin's scenario, okay, we know what he's willing to spend on things. For him to have it versus wait and hope $500.
What I'm trying to do is make sure his wife can save some money on his comic book spending.
I don't
That's
think
what I'm
she
getting
might
at.
care.
Okay,
I think
I
she
wasn't
would
trying to
spend.
I wasn't trying to bring Liz into this, Nick, but you keep on at me, so now I have to bring Liz into this. Okay,
Bro.
she already has to support this man's overzealous hot toy hobby. I'm
You
trying
and
to
I
save
both
her a
know.
few $100 on this book.
You and I both know she would spend $500 just to not have to hear him ask anymore.
Ooh, that is an excellent.
Come on now.
That's a good point. Something we have not considered.
Homes will come down eventually. I'm waiting until there is a huge crash in the market. I hope everything hits a floor and I can go buy me a nice house, man. That's what I'm waiting on. I'm selling all my comic books as soon as we hit some kind of crazy housing market crash, which is probably going to affect the comic book market. But I'm going to be looking for people like Justin who don't give a damn and just buy whatever for whatever price because they want the book.
Yeah.
Like Justin is what I call a sucker. Dude gets his eyes on something. He don't care what it costs. He just wants it. That's the guy I'm looking for.
Wait, I feel like I should be offended by that.
But you can't because you know it's true, bro.
I feel like I should be.
Tell me I'm wrong.
Justin, what would you do for a 16% discount on something? Would it be worth waiting 6 months to a year to get something?
If I was guaranteed to get a 16% discount.
Okay, let me rephrase. Would you, speculating on a 16% discount, how long would you wait versus just buying it now? 16.
Hold on, I have to do that kind of math. Give me a second. No, that's only like $100, isn't it?
No, that's 500.
Oh, thank you. Remember, I deal with letters, not numbers.
Sorry.
I mean, hell,
here's how you tell it to your wife.
6,
Liz, I
7
keep
years ago,
asking you every single month for the next year and maybe save 16%, or we buy it now and we're done. Because that's all $500 is just 16%. Percentage points, buddy. I love them. They make stuff sound so much better. I'm not saying buy it or not. I'm just saying, like, if you really wanted to spend $2,500 or $3,000 on a comic book, at that point, I don't think there's much to risk. You know what I mean? Like $500 isn't much at that value.
Nick, you and I did a video last summer where we talked about books that we thought would survive
The crash.
correction. Not the crash, just the correction of comic book sales. One of the books we talked about was Giant Size X-Men. That book is hitting a 40% dip right now. It didn't survive. X-Men #1, it didn't survive.
So that means we don't know what the hell we're talking about.
It didn't survive.
Don't listen to us, Justin.
Those are books that we really thought would survive a dip in the market. So you mean to tell me that you don't think over the next year or two, Ultimate Fallout 4 won't have a dip of 25% at least? I think we can see. I don't think it would have already dipped, Nick, because it's something that has been so current.
When did that Miles thing come out?
What's that?
The trailer, October, something like that.
No, it came out like last month in December. That's when Miguel showed up and everybody went nuts about Spider-Man 2099.
Oh,
everybody went crazy. Everybody went crazy when Jamie Foxx referred to there's got to be a black Spider-Man out there somewhere in the latest Spider-Man movie. That made people get excited about it. I'm telling you, there's been current.
I just think this book is special. It's unlike anything else.
Dude, you're gonna sit here and tell me that the book is special?
I'm just saying, dude. I think
I don't know that. Like, I haven't been a believer of this character in this book from the beginning of my comic book collecting.
I think.
Do you remember the day I bought mine and I was pissing my pants and you were like, "You spent too much," and I was like, "No, dude, I couldn't have been more excited." I'm a believer in this character, but I'm also a believer that there's going to be another dip, and I think Justin should wait until then. He's not going to, but I think he should. This bastard's going to have this book in the next week. I know he is.
I think what Nick is trying to say is that this book is the exception to the rule.
I believe if there's any modern book, this would be it. I believe there's something
agree.
But anyways, but again, you know, to most people, $500 is a big deal and is pretty significant. But I don't think it's a question of like we see what Justin is able to pick up. He would be sacrificing like a hot toy and a half. Like if it went wrong.
And the burrito. Don't forget.
And the burrito.
Yeah.
So, he has a ton of upside. We know the book's going to go up. It's going to be tens of thousands of dollars, I bet.
The difference is Justin is not going to sell his, though.
That's true. I won't.
This is going to be something he's going to hold on to. So why not get it for the best price you can? If you're looking, I don't know, man.
Dude, if I was Justin,
you have literally caused me to go into such an argumentative state that I have literally lost every ounce of my buzz. And I was pretty much plastered, bro. And I'm literally locked the F in right now.
From an average, so if I was an average buyer, maybe I would say, okay, let me listen to Dustin and just wait, right? Because $500 might be a lot to me, right? But if I'm Justin,
comics, bro.
If I'm Justin, you don't know how much that stuff pays. If I was Justin, I mean, do you see his collection?
Well,
if I was Justin, $500 ain't nothing. That's it. That's a couple of comic books.
Hey, Justin, how long have they had the book?
I don't know. They just posted pictures on Thursday or Friday.
I'll tell you what, Justin. Here's what I would do. I would wait until we go to Lexington Comic-Con and your boy buys that giant size X-Men 1 at that one dealer that you know is going to have some 9.8 miles, and I would try to work a bundle deal with me.
Bundle deal?
No, dude.
That's what I would do.
What the issue is Dustin's mad that you would have a 9.8 before him.
I won't have a 9.8 because I'm not paying the money for it.
No.
He's not a believer.
I'll be 100%. What is that called where you're letting people know what it is?
Transparent.
I'll be 100% transparent. Like, as soon as we get a casting for live action Miles, my whatnot sale is going to be so hype, bro.
No, it's not.
So hype, bro. I've got a short box slap ass full of Miles books. Here in a couple months, I'm going to be doing a 9.8 pre-screen from Miles books. And every Miles book I own is going to be for sale. So, like, I'm being transparent with it. It's not that I'm a huge believer in Miles so much that every chance I get, I put my money into this character. Okay?
Kyle, I think we all would absolutely join you.
Absolutely, Kyle.
And then Perry's right. Buy it now, and if it goes down, buy you a second one, Justin.
Yeah, that's not bad. I mean, honestly, I was this close to grabbing that 9.8 for $2,000 whenever I had the opportunity. The only problem was I had just bought something else. I don't remember what it was, but I just bought something else, so I wasn't ready to drop another $2,000 on a book. Now, if I would have had that opportunity today or yesterday or a month ago, it's a no-brainer. I would have dropped $2,000 on it because I had the cash, but I just wasn't ready to drop another $2,000 when I had just bought Hulk 181, Walking Dead 1, another Submariner 1, Fantastic 425. I mean, I'm believe me, my whole thing lately has been investing my money in these blue chip guarantees. I just said that. If I'm gonna put my money into book, it's got to be a blue chip guarantee. I'm not messing around with these little pissant Black Panther #3 1 in 25s. It's not gonna be worth dick in a couple of weeks, and it's after midnight, Nick. So I'm sorry, but I had to that's just how I feel about that. I think people are getting played on that Black Panther 3. You collect your way, but I'm just telling you how I'm playing my money. I'm putting my money into guarantees. Miles is a guarantee. 100% believe that, but I still think there'll be a dip where you could save some money. And I tell you what, Justin, you go ahead and buy yours now. I'll buy a 9.8 when the dip happens, bro. You go ahead and buy yours now, though.
I like hearing that you're going to buy a giant size X-Men.
It's a fact. It's a done deal. It's a done deal. If I can't find one at Lexington for the price I want, then I'm just going to buy Ryan's. Ryan's got a 4.0 waiting for me. I was just wanted to see if I could get a CGC 4.0, 4.5 at Lexington.
What is it?
Cheaper. Giant size X-Men.
How much is he asking for his?
Oh, I don't know. Whatever the highest market price is. You know how he does. I ain't mad at him even a little bit either. I ain't mad at him in a little bit. But
is it a 4.0?
It's a 4.0, I think, maybe. He's got a 4.0 and a 5.0 or a 5.5, something like that. But, I mean,
I
I'm
think he
coming
wants a
home.
little over 3 for it, is what I remember.
Yeah, I mean, that book's on a 40% decline right now. So I'm literally taking a gamble, wait until Lexington, hoping that maybe it takes another 5 or 10% decline. But, you know, cash money talks, and I plan on walking in there with a fat wallet and waving it in their face, say, "What's up?" So, I mean, it's up to you, Justin. I mean, you're buying it to keep. If I was buying it, it would be as an investment for later on down the road, because that's how I'm playing it. I'm looking to buy me a brand new truck, cash money, in the next 4 or 5 years with some of these books I'm investing in, and that's just how I'm playing it. But it's not going to be with these new modern comic books. I'm doing it with the blue chips. It costs more money to play, but it's a guaranteed win at the end, is how I feel about it. And if it's not something I think is a guaranteed win, I'm not playing the game. And I just talked to Ryan and Beans about it, and they were like, Ryan was like, "Yeah, I see what you're saying, but I still disagree. Like, I'd rather buy, some of these spec books for $20, and then who knows what's going to happen 10 years down the road. I'm not trying to wait that long. This whole world might blow up, and I'm going to die broke off $20 spec books. I ain't trying to have that." But, I mean, do what you want, Justin. Do what you want, man. I may be wrong. I'm not the smartest guy in the room, no matter how many people's in it most of the time, but I'm just giving you my thoughts, because I've got the money right now. I could go buy 3 of them bastards if I wanted to, but I just don't think it's the right time for me.
I will say this, and then we can move on. If I don't buy it at this shop, it's definitely a book that I'm going to be looking for when I'm at Lexington.
Let me ask you this. Do you have books you could take that you don't have a whole lot into, that have definitely increased, that you could trade? Throw some trade and some cash in there, bro.
Yeah, I've got some stuff that I could trade.
That's the route I would go. That's the route I would go.
Regardless of well, not regardless. I'll just say this: when we go to Lexington, I'm looking to pick up one of 3 books, either an Ultimate Fallout 4, an ASM 101, or an ASM 129.
Yeah. And see, I was looking at an ASM 129. The 3 books I've been looking at for my next investment book is either Giant Size, ASM 129, or Fantastic Four #3, which I still think is wildly undervalued because people just don't understand what that book is. And everybody's like, well, Matt Murdock is in the MCU, so by proxy that means that so is the Punisher. And I'm like, yeah, I don't know. I think the Punisher is going to be something they're going to stay away from for a little while because it's just too controversial right now. But
for the record, Burke, I think you have 2 of the books that I just mentioned on your wall right now.
Yeah, but he got one of them. He got that ASM 129 for a whole steal. I was proud of my boy when he showed that one off, because I was on the live stream that night when he showed it off. He said, buy the Ultimate Fallout 4 and be done. I mean, it has been on Burke's, like, you should buy this as an investment book for like his last year's worth of investment video books. So I will give him that. But
so I believe that what happened? Who did it?
Steven says if he finds a Ultimate Fallout 4, Justin, you got first dibs.
Okay, so I want to say this quick story about Steve, and then I'll make my comment. Steven is a writer who I've traded work to, so I've traded lettering his, and in return, he is trading me a Edge of Spider-Verse 2 and
I remember when you got that.
And a Miles, Ultimate Spider-Man #1, the first solo Miles.
Yep.
So I like doing those kind of deals. So what I was saying is that I truly believe that the universe is about balance, right? So I've done so well.
This some bitch is quoting the Force.
Yeah, so I've done so well in some of the other books that I've gotten. Like, I paid $400 for my giant size X-Men #1.
You paid less than a quarter of what your X-Men one's worth.
Yeah, so I've done well on
You're
those.
welcome, you sorry bastard.
Done well on things like that. But there has to be a balance to it. Maybe I end up overpaying on something here or there. In the end, I feel like I'm still going to be ahead if I compare it to books that I've gotten previously.
With that last statement, can I just say two things?
And
we'll move on.
If you promise it's the last two things before we move on.
Absolutely. Number one, you got me in trouble with Big Mike at Killer Finds because he saw the video where you got the 4.0 and he was like, "You sorry bastard, I told you it was going to get that grade." But it totally, can you say now that you agree with me that there was no way we thought that was going to hit over a 2.5?
I thought 3.0 at the highest.
At the very highest. Like if the guy was just, got some stuff going on under the desk while he was grading it, you might get a 3.0. Like there was no way we thought that book was getting that. But we've also seen Something's Killing Children with about 18 spine ticks on it, Breaking Color get a 9.8 in the last 2 weeks. So I'm just saying. Number two, think about your Hulk 181, Justin. Think about your X-Men 1, Justin. Have I ever been wrong when I told you have I ever led you astray? I don't believe I have. I mean, we don't talk about spec. We don't talk about this kind of stuff. I buy big books. Like if there's one thing everybody knows about this channel, I'm the big book buyer guy. And I don't buy the biggest books, but Nick bought his ASM 50. Yeah, well, if Nick would have listened to Dustin and bought his ASM 50 a year beforehand when I told him
No, I'm saying because what you buying got nothing on what Justin has.
And the books that he's bought were because I was like, Justin, here's your opportunity. Take it.
I would say that it's comparable. Like my wall books to Dustin's wall books, I think it's comparable.
And Nick, be honest, this is not just we don't throw the show thing where we constantly try to bicker back and forth. Right before you bought your ASM 50, what did I tell you? I told you, dude, it just made Tom's list. This book's about to go haywire. If you're going to buy it now. Nick bought his book. If he was to sell that book, he'd make twice what he sold it, what he bought it for. If he'd have bought it a year before, like I told him to, he'd be in a lot better situation. I'm just saying, like, I'm not saying all this just to be a dick or try to be argumentative. Like, I pay attention to these blue chip books. I watch a lot of videos. I watch a lot of sales. I talk to a lot of people. I'm in this game. I am in
my biggest argument with this whole thing. Sorry, I'm trying to find a Submariner #1 that's cheap right now. Like a 2.5.
I got 2 of them. You want one? Bro, you missed an opportunity. I saw one this week, a 7.5 for $8.50, and I commented on there. I said that's a great price for that. Guess what? 2 seconds later, my boy Hoodat Russell claimed that hoe, and he got it.
No, I'm looking for like a 2.0.
Hey Nick,
good luck, man. There's not a lot of them that are that low that I see come up for sale right now. I mean, that book's not that old that there's that many copies that are that beat up. So you probably would do better looking in like a 4 to 5 range, honestly. Like I know you're not trying to spend that much, but if you really want that book, like for your personal collection, honestly, I'd wait a little bit because that Submariner news just came out on the Key Collector app. And Comic Tom talking about that one. So I don't think right now is the best time to buy that Submariner 1 either. That second copy I bought literally the day I'd been eyeballing it, and I bought it the day that announcement was made. And that joker that had it, he was like, "Bro, no, man, Key Collector says this," and I was like, "Do you see where it says it's not actually confirmed?" But I mean, that book was a book to buy a couple years ago. But if you're gonna buy that book and you want it for your collection, then I don't know. Maybe right now wouldn't be a bad time to buy it because if in 6 months they drop a trailer and guess what, Namor gets cast, yeah, you're screwed on it. But I would be looking probably like a 3.5 to a 5.0, It's probably going to be your best bet. And again, Nick, if you
Hold on,
beat
let Justin
to
talk.
Lexington, if we bring cash money to that booth at Lexington and we're picking up an Ultimate Fallout 498, we're picking up a giant size X-Men, and we're picking up a Submariner 1, and you just know your role and shut your mouth and let me do the talking, I will get us a deal, and I will not allow you to bump the price back up and pay them more than what I broke them down to on the deal. I will get
Justin,
us a deal.
what is it? What were you going to say, Justin?
He's already been cast.
Has it been actually confirmed though?
I thought it was.
No, I've not seen anything confirming 100% of a casting. There's been rumors, there's been talks, but there's not been an actual confirmation yet. I've been watching that character for a minute, bro. No confirmation yet. No confirmation yet. But I'm telling y'all, let me talk them jokers down when we get to Lexington. I picked up the Walking Dead 9.6. I got the guy to drop the price $500, and I got it for half of what a 9.6 was selling for that day. I got Nick almost $130 off on his freaking Iron Man 1, and he talked the guy back up.
It was like $30 off.
No, you knocked it down to $30 when you paid for it. He was asking almost $400 for that. It was like $375.
No, he wasn't. He wasn't even close, dude. You barely got $20 off max.
Oh, bull crap. I know I got more than $20.
Go back and watch, dude. I'm telling you it wasn't.
When we're talking about $10,000 worth of books, I guarantee you we'll get a deal.
Or, I mean, I don't know. I just seem to have it. Justin's done. He's calling it a night.
See, I don't understand you guys. It's like money just don't mean a damn thing to y'all. It's crazy.
I mean, I'm not going to stress over $30.
It's just crazy to me. It's just crazy to me.
Look,
it must be nice to have that kind of money. I don't know.
I mean, stressing over $30, man, or the difference between.
I'm definitely not going to pay somebody more than they agreed to. That I do know that.
Look, after the crap he had to deal with you, I would have probably given him a little bit more.
You think I was the worst? Do you realize Bubs went to that booth? I ain't even close to the worst person he had to deal with that day.
All right. Well, hey,
so in the chat, thumbs up, thumbs down. Are you going to pay more for a book than the vendor agreed to? Come on. Get out of here.
I paid his asking price. It was like $10 difference to his asking price to what you guys negotiated down to.
I guarantee you I'm going to bring that up to him when I buy that giant size X-Men. I bet I get that $20 off my giant size
remember.
Oh, yeah, he'll remember us because I'm be like, hey, man, you still owe me $150.
Anyways, we continuing on or what?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll go quick then because Justin's done. Mary Jane Black Cat Beyond. This is a brand new book. It is just another one of those boob books. It's done by Adam Hughes. It's a 1 in 50. Yeah, I think it's stupid, but if you really want the booby books.
It's going up. It's not because of Adam Hughes. It's going up because of all the Black Cat talk lately. The first appearance of Black Cat has been going through the roof because everybody's expecting Black Cat to come in because now Peter doesn't remember MJ. So now everybody thinks in the next Spider-Man movie we're going to get Black Cat come in, and that's going to be his new love interest. So that's where that's coming from. The Black Cat first appearance goes up, so everything involving Black Cat goes up. That's how this stuff works. When a first appearance of a character goes up or when a character gets hot, anything with that character's face on it goes up. That's what's happening.
Yeah, but I think specifically this one's going up because it's a 1 in 50 variant. It just came out and it's Adam Hughes book. So, the booby collectors are going to be all on this one.
I'm still a no on that one. I'm a big no on that one.
For sure. Let's see. So this is, I guess, the younger Madam Web, Julia Carpenter, right?
So
okay.
In the story, spoiler alert, the original Madam Web dies, and Julia Carpenter, the second Spider-Woman, the one from Secret Wars, becomes Madam Web.
Okay.
That's weird.
This Miller Lite is hitting tonight, as the kids would say.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that one's kind of silly. But this next one I think could be really good, especially with the keys. I wouldn't buy it right now. Yeah, unless you really like
I would
it.
buy it. I would buy it right now.
Denny O'Neil and J.R. Jr. Back
This,
when he was.
yeah, this is one. You know, if you look back to like, and I think a lot of people's thoughts with Madam Web. I mean, I don't know. I know my first thoughts of Madam Web go back to the ASM, this not ASM, but the Spider-Man cartoon. You know, Madam Web was huge in that cartoon. She was super cool. And I don't know what's going to go on with this new movie, but how long have we been hearing about this movie? Nick, I remember, I don't know if you do, but I remember back when we were buying books like crazy on Facebook, before we even did YouTube, they were talking about this Madam Web movie. And Phil's brother, Dave, had a first appearance of Madam Web that went up, and the book was worth nothing before then. And he sold a raw copy for like $150, and everybody thought that was crazy. If you know, $240 for a 7.0, I don't think that's too much money to throw down right now. 9.6 newsstand for $9.50. I'm not a newsstand. Newsstands don't get me excited like a lot of people do. But for me, a $240 for a 7.0, I don't think that's crazy. For a character that is so important to Spider-Man, and depending on if she comes into the Marvel Universe with Spider-Man. You know, $240 for the 7.0 doesn't seem crazy. $9.50 for the 9.6 newsstand. What are the 9.8s going for? What are the 9.8s going for? If it's another $300-400 to get the 9.8, I'd go for the 9.8. I wouldn't, you know, spend the $9.50 on the newsstand 9.6 if I could get a direct 9.8 for $300-400 more. That's just me.
And I have no opinions on this because I don't know much about Madam Web. Justin? I'm so tired.
Man, it kind of sucks, right? Like, like the reason why it's going up right now is because they had a casting announcement. Almost feels like it's too late.
Yeah.
It does, but we've been hearing about this movie supposed to be happening for like 3 years now. The only thing I'm going off of is these prices. Would I buy these prices? Would I buy a 9.6 newsstand at $9.50? It just depends on what the direct 9.8 is going for. If it is within $500, I say go for the 9.8 direct, because we all know the price gaps between a 9.6 and a 9.8 on certain books. A lot of books, it is astronomical. It is wildly outrageous between a 9.6 and a 9.8. That gap can be huge. So if you're just a newsstand person and that really means something to you, I don't know. But for me, that 9.8, that means more to me. Whether it's direct, whether it's newsstand, I don't care. If I can get a 9.8 within $500 of that newsstand 9.6, I would go for the 9.8, because that 9.8 I think will carry long term a lot more than a 9.6 will, because that's what people want. They want the 9.8.
9.6 is like kissing your sister.
That's right. That's right. Unless it's your stepsister, it's just wrong, and it really don't mean much.
That made me wildly uncomfortable.
I'm just saying, stepsister, it ain't even family. Let me propose a situation for you guys. And
Wow.
Justin, I'd like you to weigh in on this because you live in West Virginia. Nick lives in Alabama.
I live
So
in
both
Huntsville.
of y'all really
Pretty sure the
in
city
just
and
kinda-
actual state.
If you're dating a girl and y'all's parents get married, is it still weird if you keep dating? I'm just saying, y'all was together first. You're just step siblings. I don't think it's that weird.
Okay, well, first off, I think it depends on how old you are.
And it also depends on, I'm not going to have to be in that situation, so I don't care. I just don't see that happening.
If you're in high school, it's weird. If you're both in your 30s, I feel like it's different.
So a senior in high school, like you're about to graduate, and y'all's parents meet at the graduation and they get married, and y'all all live in the same house. Like, you just gonna like break up, or you just gonna look at it like this is a lot easier now?
All right, moving on to number 4, Daredevil, Woman Without Fear. Number 2, Jorge Fornes, 1 in 25 variant by Chip Zdarsky. It is a pretty cool cover. It's a really, I wouldn't pay for it, no, but I do like the cover. And I don't think, like the Daredevil, Woman Without Fear, there's nothing special about it because it's just Elektra, right, Justin? So it's not like it's a new character.
Yeah.
It's also a variant.
Yeah.
Here's my thing. You're gonna spend 80 to 90. Let me look this up because nobody's looking these up. So, what's the first appearance of Elektra, Justin?
Like is Daredevil 1? It's not 181. Is
No,
it
that's the death of Elektra, I think.
one?
Just Google first appearance, Dustin, of Elektra.
Why are we doing this much work?
All right, here you go. Check this out.
No.
$80 to $90 for this book. You can get an 8.5 first appearance and origin of Elektra. Hold on. Yeah. First appearance and origin of Elektra is Daredevil 168. So let's see what you can get a raw copy of that for.
I'm so tired.
Me too.
All right, let's see. See, you guys just aren't on the. You got. I'm telling y'all, like, I've been. All right, so here we go. They're calling this a fine to VF copy, raw. $245. You can get the first appearance of Elektra. So you mean to tell me you would rather spend $90 on this bum cover, 1 in 25, than save your money for 2 more months and try to cop a mid-grade copy of her first appearance? Come on, bro. It's a no-brainer. Save a little money. Move some books out of your personal collection. If Elektra's your girl, go grab the first appearance. Why are you acting crazy over this 1 in 25? I mean, you can get if you really luck up, you might could get a copy for double that money, get her first appearance. It's the same thing with like this Nebula book, bro. Like the Nebula #1 was going for like $25. Her first appearance is $50 damn dollars. What is the reasoning in that? Where is your mindset there? I don't understand it.
Yep.
Save a little bit more money. Work a little overtime. Like I said in that video, maybe move a couple books out of your collection. Go get the first appearance in a mid-grade. Because you really think if Elektra shows up in the MCU, this 1 in 25 is going to go nuts? Nah, bro. You want that first appearance. And if you can get it, if it's still attainable, we're talking under $300 for a mid-grade raw copy of Elektra's first appearance.
Yeah.
For just a little more than double. That's where you go. Collect your way, but I'm just saying, if it was me and Elektra is my character, that's the way I'm going for it. That's where I'm going for it. And this is the problem. This is why we don't do this kind of stuff, because we don't want to try to tell people like this is what you should buy. This is what you should buy. But sometimes it's hard whenever you see this happen, and it's like, are you really thinking through everything, though? Are you really thinking through everything? Because that first appearance is not that wild. Yeah, y'all want the first appearance of Elektra? Go hit up my man Corey. Do you have beans? He got a newsstand copy, raw. He said he'll sell it for $150 right now. But I'm just saying, like $80 to $90. You double that, put a little more with it. You got your first appearance, and to me that means a lot more. That means a hell of a lot more.
The fact that with Justin's little toes are just bouncing around on the floor.
I think Justin has. I think we've expended Justin's mind, and we haven't even got to the good ones yet, baby. We haven't even got to the good ones. Justin's gonna have to. We haven't even got to the big ones yet. But I mean, do you agree? Does that not make more sense to go grab that first appearance for another couple $100? I mean, if you save $200 more to put with that 90 you would have spent on this one, That's $290. For $300, you could probably score a raw 8.0 copy of her first appearance instead of going and buying some bum 1 in 25 variant that came out last week that in 6 months is probably going to be at least $40 cheaper. I mean, we see this constantly. You guys were telling me I was absolutely stupid when that Dark Knight Death Metal Tyrannosaurus Rex freaking Robin King book came out. When I said you guys have lost your mind spending $250 on that book, y'all said I was stupid. That book's going to hold. That book ain't hold nothing. That book ain't held nothing. All right. Every now and then, yes, there's going to be a winner in these variants, but it's not every one of them. And I'm not putting my money into them. I'm just not doing it. I'm not going to do it. So that's where I'm at on this one. This is a no for me. So far, I've seen one book that I would say possibly is a yes, and it's that first Madam Web because it is the first appearance. How is this turned into a one-man show? Y'all gonna have
No, you were just talking, so I was just letting you talk.
The whole comic book community is about to turn on me. I'm telling y'all, they're about to turn on me.
All right, this next
I like this though. I think this is a cool thing to talk about. It's something different that people don't hear from us, and I think if we can all really dive like dig deep and do some research on these books, I think this can be a cool concept for the Babble-On that people are either gonna love or they're gonna hate, but they might tune in. I mean, Burke. That Joker's usually in bed by like 7:30, 8 o'clock, and that man is still hanging in here telling me I done lost my damn mind, telling Justin not to buy this Ultimate Fallout 4. If we can keep Burke Nasty up, bro, we can conquer the world.
Aren't we still doing giveaways?
We got a giveaway at the end of the show. I got a trade paperback right here that is hot fire, bro. Hot fire. I got a trade paperback for a book that has been optioned.
What number are we on?
We are fixing to get on number 3, but I want to hear what you guys think about this Elektra. What do y'all think about this Elektra book?
I said it before you went on your big tirade.
It's not a tirade, bro. I'm trying to give my opinion.
Okay. Well, I'm going to give my opinion on number 3. I think number 3 is stupid. Definitely don't spend $600 on this. Don't spend $400 to $500 on this. This is dumb as a box of rocks to me. The end.
You're not, but see, that's a problem. You have to give some why, Nick. See, I
Why?
give the
valueless.
Do what?
Why? Because this character is not going to be of any value.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Justin. Black Panther number 3 is the first appearance of a character that people think is going to be the next Black Panther. And there's actually some people out there that for some ungodly reason think he's going to be the next Black Panther in the freaking movie.
Okay.
Are you buying this book for $400 to $500? It's a 1 in 25.
No.
No?
No.
He's not even on the cover. I'm just saying. He's not even on the cover.
It's a variant cover. Let's move on to the next one.
Go ahead, Dustin. Make it quick.
And John's Comics with Kids came out with a great TikTok short video on this book. Like, bro, come on. You know, here's the problem. And we're going to go back to Miles' Ultimate Fallout 4. Everybody's trying to catch that next lightning in the jar. This guy is not the next Miles Morales. This guy's not going to be... Excuse me. This guy is not going to be the next Black Panther in the next movie. It's not happening. They're not doing that soon. $400 to $500 for a 1 in 25. Do you know what my shop would sell me this book for if I had walked in there and said I want this book? $25. Y'all have got to let go of the FOMO. See, I let go of the FOMO, and I am free as a bird, baby. Free as a bird. I'm out here flying around. The skies are blue, and the sun is shining, and I ain't falling for this junk right here. Ain't no way I'm buying this book for $400 to $500. Again, remember Robin King. Y'all told me I was crazy. Y'all laughed at me in the chats when I was on the different videos. I was on several people's channels talking about that book, and y'all said I was crazy. This book is gonna hold. Do you see what the Batman Who Laughs has been doing? Yeah, I saw Batman Who Laughs was doing. Guess what? He was the first one. All right. Nobody wants the second helping. All right. This is sloppy seconds right here. Robin King ain't really doing much. So for me, I'm saying no, 100% no. I'm not spending $400 to $500 on this book. I think at the very most you'll be able to pick this book up in a year for $150 in a year, and that may be even a graded 9.8, maybe a graded 9.8. DS Comics, what's going on, brother? I definitely DS. Drop some knowledge on them, man. What do you think, bro? Black Panther #3, 1 in 25. You spending $400 to $500 on this book? I'm not seeing it. For me, I think this book is about to go. There's copies going to CGC left and right. I think these 9.8s are going to come out. By the time you get the 9.8s out, guess what? People have moved on to something better. They've moved on to something that is the new flavor of the month, and that's all this is. That's all this is,
right.
the flavor of the month.
Well, moving on to the next one. And these next two are really similar, right?
$400
So
to $500. Imagine the Silver Age or Bronze Age blue chip key you could buy, whether it be a mid grade or not. You could buy a guarantee book for $400 to $500. That's where I'm putting my money. Nick, you go buy your Submariner 1, Nick, in a much higher grade than you're looking to get for $400 to $500 right now, graded, ready to go, and it's a guarantee lockdown. Ain't no way I'm not buying this. And I'm about to hurt y'all's feelings.
Hold on. No way you are buying it.
No way I'm buying this.
Let
me get another sip.
All right. Next two, I think, are fairly similar. So basically, you have the cover appearance, the issue after his first appearance. This is Cad Bane. And would you buy it? Would you not? No, I would not. A huge fan of Cad Bane. Absolutely love it. I might buy his first appearance, but the cover appearance is kind of dookie. I mean, you barely see him in the back. I think Cad Bane's going to I don't think he's going to be overly used. You know, he's a great character, but unless they do something incredible with him, I don't see him being... What up, Kenny? I don't see it being this is going to be a flavor of the week hype book for sure.
This is coming from an actual Star Wars fan.
Unless, like, they turn Cad Bane into the world's greatest character, but I just don't see it. I don't think he has enough lore to hold it.
He would have to
be a whole bounty hunter show.
He would have to be Darth Vader type character for this book to really be worth it, in my opinion.
Darth Vader's first appearance doesn't even hold that kind of value. So,
Justin, what's your thoughts? This is Star Wars, bro. This is your wheelhouse.
I wish I would have bought it last week for $75 when I had a $100 credit.
Well, my man Beans said he sold his for $70 today. I also saw copies on Instagram going left and right, 9.8 candidates for $100. People claiming them immediately. I saw 4 backup claims. Here's my thing, and you guys can get mad at me if you want to, or you can agree with me and put your Star Wars fandom love aside. There's a lot of flavor of the week stuff that happens with Star Wars. We saw it with that. What's that new Star Wars series that's out?
Booger Feet?
No, the comic book that came out last year and everybody was going nuts.
High Republic?
Yes. You guys reading our High Republic? You guys love Star Wars.
High Republic?
No, but it's not made for us.
Exactly. And that's all I keep hearing. I'm so glad you said that, because that's all I keep hearing from Star Wars people is a lot of this stuff going forward is just not stuff that true Star Wars fans are about. How are you going to capture the magic if you're not
but High Republic and this is totally different. This is for
okay, but the Boba Fett, the Boba Fett, and I'm being serious because I'm not making up weird names for him. Has that show really, really, until this last episode, gotten you hyped up at all?
No, if anything, it's devalued my hype for Boba Fett.
Exactly. I mean,
But
to me, I'm not really. Even if I was the biggest Star Wars fan on the planet, I'm not going to be investing my money in Star Wars books that are coming out right now based on what's happening in the shows and the movies, because it's like they don't really know what they're really wanting to do in the direction they really want to go. And to me, Star Wars over the last year, maybe 2 years since Mandalorian come out, dude, there's been so many ups and downs and flavor of the month. The Black Chrysanthemum, you got the freaking what's this guy's name here? I don't even remember his name.
You can say chrysanthemum, but you call him booger feet.
yeah.
Like I said, I've gotten to the point now. The buzz is worn off. And I got to be serious because this is like seriously, like I get passionate about this kind of thing because I hate to see people wasting their money, man. I hate to see it. Like, and it's just like that preacher video I did. Like, I know it was totally just a spoof. It was supposed to be funny, but this is the book I'm talking about. This is the kind of books I'm talking about. If this wasn't a book you wanted in your collection when it was $25, $35, $45, why is it now you want this book for $85 to $100 just because he was on screen? How come now that character is important to you? He wasn't important to you a month ago when the book was affordable and didn't cost anything. But all of a sudden, now the book's got this crazy price tag on it and it's important to you and you have to have it. Why? Is it because everybody else is excited about it? Because you don't want to be the only guy without that book? Don't let that influence you so much. Don't do it. I've done it so many times. And I had to quit doing that. That is literally, to me, the kryptonite of a comic book collector, is trying to keep up with the Joneses. Don't do that. Justin, do not buy that 9.8 when it's at the peak, man. You ain't got to keep up with the Joneses, bro. I'll give you mine for free. I'm not going to do that. That was the buzz kicking back in. But what I'm saying is, you got to keep yourself in check, man. $300 for a 9.8. $300 for a 9.8. What could you go buy for $300? Something, a character that you've always loved. That's what you got to think about. Is this character more important to you than a character you've always loved? You got all those books that you say, man, I wish I could have one of those books. I don't care what grade it is, but then you want to go spend $300 or $100 on this. I'm telling you, just think about it a little bit. That is literally something that I've done over the last couple years, and it has opened me up to a whole lot more things. And there's no way that I'm paying for these flavor of the month books here, because as soon as Book of Boba Fett's over, how long is it going to be before we get another Star Wars show? Do you guys know?
May we're getting Kenobi.
Okay, May we're getting Kenobi. This show is going to be over what, in another week?
Wait, what did you call it?
Kenobi.
No. What did Dustin call it?
Kenobi?
Oh, I thought you said Kobe.
Oh, no, I wasn't talking about the GOAT, the greatest player that's ever lived. So but Book of Boba Fett has what, another week in it? 2 weeks?
I think just a week.
Okay, so February, March, April, May. So we got 4 months before the next Star Wars. I guarantee you this book drops at least 30% between this show ending and the next show starting. Do you guys see any way that this character shows up in Kenobi?
Against my better, I'm going to respond to this question.
I'm not trying to be argumentative. I'm just honestly asking, because you guys are way more into Star Wars than me. So honestly, like I'm just
yes, he absolutely could, depending on when it's set. Because Cad Bane did play a role in Clone Wars, which was also about the same time period where Anakin becomes Darth Vader, which is what this is shortly after, I believe. So yeah, I think he could. Do I think he'll be a big role? No, I think he's going to be a minor character, kind of like Chrysanthemum.
That's exactly what my next question is going to be. How big of a role do you think he would play?
Who knows? But Cad Bane, man, he may pop off as one of those characters that people are just like, wow, I never knew how much I could love a character, and they could do more with him. He does have that potential in my mind, because I love the guy.
And I've heard people say that.
He's not like you know,
Do you think
one or the
he's
other.
$300 for a cover appearance type character, though?
No, but also no, not this cover, anyways.
Do you see him being a character in 5 years that will have a major role in Star Wars going forward?
Not at the level of some of the other ones, and that's the thing, right?
At the
But-
level of Mandalorian, at
No,
the
I
level
don't
of
think
Mando,
so.
even.
No,
Then I don't see it.
but we also don't
Personally,
know
I
what
don't
Mando
think
would sell for in a comic book.
Right, but Mando, I mean, I watched Mando. I watched The Mandalorian, okay? And I'm not a Star Wars guy at all. So
Yeah.
to me, like $300 for a 9.8. What was the 9.8 going for a month ago? I mean, come
Yeah.
on. There's no way I'm spending that money on that one. All right, let's go to the last one. We're talking the first oh, sorry, Justin, go ahead.
There's one thing I want to add, and this can tie into number one. So, what happens to the value of this book if there's a stinger at the end of the credits at the next episode at the Book of Boba Fett, like we got at the end of Mando season 2 that says Boba Fett will return in the Book of Boba Fett? What if there's something that says Cad Bane will return in his own series? How does that change anything?
I mean, I think it might keep it consistent for a little bit, but like a 5 to 10 year book, I don't see it staying.
Yeah, I don't know how did Boba Fett's on show go for him. I mean, nobody even cared until the last 2 episodes when Mando, Luke Skywalker, and Grogu showed up. I mean, they did so great with Boba Fett's on show. Why wouldn't freaking Cad Bane do wonderful in his no way? And I'm not shitting on the shows or shitting on the characters or just trying to be a dick about Star Wars. I'm just saying, like, look at the product we're given. Everybody I won't say I've watched, but I listen to live streams while I'm working daily. And there's everybody talks about Book of Boba Fett. I heard the first one was slow. It wasn't really good. It picked up a little bit in the second one. Nobody talked about the third one. Fourth one was Fifth one was probably not real good. Sixth one was really great, but guess what? Boba Fett wasn't in it because all we saw was Mando, and that's why it was great, because we were so excited to see him again because we enjoyed that show so much. The last one was great. Why? Because we got to see Grogu show up. We got to see Mando show up. Luke showed up. We got to see Ahsoka show up. Nobody talks about Boba Fett in his own show. What about the meme where he's literally making cameos in his own show?
But is that because of Boba Fett or because of writing?
That's what I'm saying. Are we really gonna buy this book and put that much faith into the writing of these shows to think that Cad Bane has that potential because they're going to write him to be so good? What if they had this guy riding around on a freaking moped with his helmet off? You know, they turn him, you know. My thoughts on this character, and tell me if I'm wrong, but he in the comics and stuff, and he's I assume he's supposed to be like a legit badass character. Well,
He
so
is
was
the
Boba
baddest
Fett.
bounty hunter in all of the land,
Okay, and
without a doubt.
and I've always heard Boba Fett was supposed to be just a badass dude.
Well, the difference here is like the actor for Boba Fett, he is like 9,000 years old, so there's probably not so much action they can do. However, Cad Bane's the one that is, yeah. But
all they
regardless,
had to do was keep his damn helmet on him for the action sequences to make him badass. They pull
if
the
that's
helmet
the
off
case,
of
then
him
why
and
haven't
do
cast
the
the
action.
actor?
You know what I'm saying? But do you agree? You see what I'm saying, though? Like, they could have kept Boba Fett being a badass if they kept his helmet on him. And then when they want to bring in the actual actor, take the helmet off, and he doesn't have to do none of the badass shit. I'm just saying,
Hey, if
like,
you're still here watching, drop your name in the comment for the giveaway, because right now we have Gabe, Beans, and B. Ramey. But no, I wouldn't.
and like I said, you know, I'm coming at this and looking at this from someone who buys comic books, who genuinely enjoys buying comic books. I've said it 100 times if I've said it one time, and I know I just messed that up. But I don't buy every comic book I buy so that I can sell it for more later. But every comic book that I spend over $150 on, I'll say, it's got to be a book. If shit hits the fan and I have to sell it later, I want to at least be able to get my money back out of it. When I'm looking at a $300 book, there's no way. For $300, I'm going to go buy something with a first appearance that I think is going to stand around for a while. And for me, I'm not spending $300 on a cover appearance for sure. I'm not doing it. Now, when we get to the first appearance, now you look at the 9.8 here, $300 for the first cover appearance, or you can double that and throw $100 for it and catch his first appearance for a 9.8.
Wait, we haven't been talking about number 1 this whole time?
No, we've been talking about number 3.
All right.
I thought we were talking about number 1.
See, look, this is what I told y'all beforehand. This is why I told y'all beforehand. If we're going to do this segment, we got to go in, okay?
It's also 1 o'clock in the morning.
Dude, I promise you, I've worked harder than all of us this week, and I am physically way more wore out. I am ready to go all the way in. I got at least another hour in me on this number 1.
Dude, I don't.
9.8 for number 1 for his first appearance is on the low end $800. Okay, double it and throw $100 with it from the first cover appearance. It's a no-brainer. If you just have to have that Cad Bane book, why would you not just save a little, sell something, do what you got to do, and get the first appearance? $200 for a raw copy of his first appearance versus $80 for a first cover appearance. Bro, you're talking about doubling the money and not buying lunch every day for a week, okay? You're talking about doubling the money and me not buying tobacco for a week. And I've got the raw copy of his first appearance. It's a no-brainer. Use them brains, y'all. First cover appearance ain't got a chance to stand toe-to-toe with a first appearance. It just doesn't. If you have to have that Cad Bane because all of a sudden now you're the greatest Cad Bane fan on the entire planet, and you've always been a big fan of this character, and he's been your favorite for all of time, but you for some reason haven't had that first appearance, don't buy the cover first. Buy the first appearance. Unless you just run up on it for a stupid deal, $40, $50. Okay, fine. If you got to buy that flavor of the month, go ahead. But I'm telling you, I'm going with the first appearance over the cover first appearance every day, all day. It's not even a question. I have enjoyed this segment so much. And let's see, we've only gotten 2 fire emojis in the chat. So obviously the chat does not ever want to see this segment again. Because I did throw out there, if you want to see this segment again on the Babble-On, drop them fire emojis, and I didn't see it.
And so far, we only have 4 names entered into the giveaway for everybody.
And people have obviously fallen asleep while watching the Babble-On. But
so if you're still here, drop a comment real quick. All you got to do, and your name's entered.
I've thoroughly enjoyed this segment. This is something we talk about ever. So if we hold it till literally like the deepest hours of the Saturday Night Comic Book Babble-On, I'm good with that. We've always said, we're not going to get into the spec game, but if we want to talk about these top 10 lists and whether we would buy them or not and why, I'm cool with that. I don't know. Justin looks like he's had enough and doesn't ever want to revisit this again, but I am all about it. I am all about it.
We're going to give another 30 seconds, and then we'll draw the giveaway for this, and then we'll do the Super Chat giveaway, which there's still time for that.
Nick, what do you got for the Super Chat giveaway? Show them one more time.
Gabe Beams, B. Ramey, Buff, Led Zeppelin Blue for the regular.
Justin, what did you have to give away for the regular giveaway?
Photo of his feet.
This guy's sitting here in jogging pants. I'm glad. You couldn't even get out of your work clothes, bro?
I got this. Snake Eyes Dead Game trade.
I said picture of his feet, and wow, you have plumbing issues.
And Justin Birch, worked on that book. So if you'd like a signature, if you win, just let him know. He'll sign that. He'll throw his famous word bubble JB signature in there, and along with Justin's. Well, you know what, Justin, you handled that one. Nick, what do you have for the super chat giveaway? Because I got something too.
So for me, I'm just going to do. I'll throw some other stuff together, but I have the new Lady Goblin back here.
All right, so Nick's got that first queen, Goblin Queen. I'm gonna throw in this God Country trade paperback because honestly, I just don't get what all the hype's about. I read it; it really did not. It really didn't do anything with me for me. It has nothing to do with it being Donnie Cates. It just, I thought the story was okay. I didn't see it being like some groundbreaking thing. So for the super chat giveaway, you're gonna have the God Country. Beans throwing in.
Thanks, Paul.
So for the super chat giveaway, you're going to get that first Goblin Queen, which I don't know if it actually is the first appearance. I heard that she appeared previously, but you're going to get the Goblin Queen book of the week and the God Country trade paperback. So the next time Nick and I get together, I'll get that Goblin Queen from him and we'll get these mailed out. Again, guys, we just want to remind you that February's Bro Box giveaway, which is available to the Golden Age tier members of the channel, is going to include this hand sketch Spider-Man cover by Mark Bagley, along with whatever comes in this DC Comics box that Nick's going to be showing off soon.
All right, Blue Hellion won the giveaway tonight, and now let's do the super chat giveaway, which I believe is Beans.
So Blue Hellion, Dan, I'm going to need you to send your address to Mr. One Justin Birch so he can get you that dead game. Let him know if you want him to sign it. If you do want him to sign it, let him know where at and what color. He'll make sure he gets that done for you, whatever color you want. If you want him to mix 3 or 4 colors to make a new one, he will do that.
Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna happen. All right, and then here's the super chat giveaway. Steven, Blue Hellion, and Beans. No, Beans, we haven't done the super chat yet.
Wait, can we at least screen share the this one?
It is screen shared.
It's not showing up for me. I don't see it. Do you see it?
Justin, I think you actually fell asleep on the floor, and this is all a dream.
No, really, y'all couldn't see that?
I can see it.
Well, I don't even see it on the YouTube channel. Like, if I'm watching on YouTube, I do not see it.
Did you see the first one?
No.
Oh, are you serious?
No. Yeah, I'm being 100% serious.
Look. Just so you guys know, like it's sharing. Dustin can see it. Hold on.
If you go to YouTube and look at the screen right now.
Look, I have it pulled up right now.
Yeah.
Hold on.
I don't see it.
Yeah, and then that's where I saw whenever I spun. Well, now that looks weird. Hold on. But you guys saw this. Like, I'm not being. My bad, guys. I had no clue y'all couldn't see that.
Right? Like, you don't see it on.
Yeah. I'm terribly sorry, guys. I thought everybody could see. You can see here. That's my screen of sharing.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it on YouTube either. This is weird, bro.
All right, hold on. Let me stop sharing and try to reshare. Let me do that. Hold on. This is for the super chat giveaway.
Bean said he never saw your lies, Nick.
I assure you I'm not lying.
Guys, seriously, in the chat, did you enjoy us going over the top 10 CBSI list? CBCSI.
How about now?
Is that something you'd like to see us continue to do? Maybe swap that in and out with the top 10 every week. Let us know, please, because if you did enjoy it, we want to do it more. If you didn't enjoy it, we don't want to do it.
Why is it? It looked like it was going to show, and now it's not showing. What the heck?
Briefly, and then it didn't.
That is so strange to me.
Let me try to share it because it's probably something I have to do. So hold on.
Well, I don't think it matters. I've been sharing all night.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. Why that stuff only shows up when I do it is weird.
Did you not hear me? I just said I've been sharing my screen all night.
Yeah, and I think they haven't seen it, though.
Yes, it has been. I went back and looked.
Oh, okay. Well, let me see if it shows mine. Dude, I'm not saying that my screen's better than yours. I promise.
Hey, there it is.
But see, I clicked the show on screen button.
Who's are you seeing, Justin?
Right now it's just gray.
All right, so
We're
that's
seeing
mine.
yours. So just type in Beans, Blue, and Steven.
All right, so here we go. Super chat giveaway. You got that Queen Goblin. You got the God Country trade paperback. So once we get together, we'll get those sent out to you. So don't expect it in the next week or so. We're going to get them out to you as soon as we can, though. Let's see here. Click the spin. We're going to give you guys 5 seconds if you want in on the Super Chat giveaway. 5, 4.
It don't matter because it's a 30-second delay.
It is a 30-second delay. Here we go. It's spinning, baby. Who do y'all got your money on? I'm going to say Steve all day long. It is going to Beans. Beans, I don't want to ever hear you bitch again saying you didn't get nothing here on the Two Brothers Comics Babble-On because you won tonight, baby.
Oh, that's
And
funny.
the cool thing about it going to Beans is we don't ever actually have to see it, send it to him because, well, he's going to keep watching us anyway. So that's awesome. That is super cool.
You're such a terrible human being.
If you guys would like to have a shot at getting a God Country trade paperback, I'm going to put it up on Whatnot next week. So make sure you tune in for that. I'm just kidding. Congratulations, Beans. Want to let everyone know, speaking of Whatnot, Saturdays is the 9.2 crew day. We are kicking it early. Ryan, Comics and Death Metal, starting it off at 6 o'clock. Do You Have Beans? Hitting it up at 9, and I'm rolling in at 11. These are Central Standard Times. I got them mixed up today, but that's how we're doing it on Saturdays, and we need you guys to jump in there and say what's up and catch some good books, man, because we're working hard on this stuff. So 9.2 crew, we're trying to do our own block. We're trying to knock everybody else out. Hope you guys can show up on Saturdays. But Beans, congratulations.
Better replace you with somebody if they want to do well.
I know, man.
Like it's Scaff or Andy in there.
We were cursed today. Ryan caught a freaking kidney stone. Beans didn't have anybody watching him. I didn't have anybody watching me. Plus, I had internet issues. It was crazy. I'm going to shave I'm going to grow my hair out to my shoulders, shave half of it, dye the rest purple, and maybe somebody will buy some books from me if I tell them, all right, let's go.
All right, let's go. Let's have a great night. We do appreciate you. Dustin's clearly
Nick,
drank
it's
way
okay,
too much.
Nick. You don't have to get weird, Nick. It's okay. Nobody knows.
You're the only one getting weird, dude. Guys, thank you so much. Tomorrow we're going to put out the exclusive, The Ratio. The link was in the chat earlier. If you go to Two Brothers Comics, go to the catalog. All the Ratio bundles are there.
It's the number Two Brothers Comics, the number 2.
Yep. And if not, I'm going to put it out tomorrow, but just wanted to give everybody here a heads up first.
Gabriel said he'll see you next weekend, Justin.
I'll be there. Stop by the table. I'll give you some free books.
That means Justin probably won't be here for the Babble-On next weekend, right?
Oh, crap. I probably won't be.
You suck, dude.
He said that like he was so disappointed.
I just realized that.
We're finally on a roll, and you don't show up. I see how it is.
I guess
He said, oh, crap, man.
You know what I'm really thinking is, why couldn't we do the spec segment next weekend? Yes, I guess I'll be off next weekend. It's in my contract that I'm allowed 15 Saturdays off here.
Oh, hold on a second. Let me check something. Next weekend, guys, I'd like to announce right now, there will be no comic book Babble-On next weekend because we will all be celebrating Valentine's Day. Justin has decided to leave his wife and go to a convention. Nick and I will probably be whining and dining our old ladies. So no Babble-On next weekend unless me and Nick decide to go live on Friday night, which I'm not sure because I do have the hunt. So no Babble-On next weekend, guys. But maybe we'll try to lock something in at some point. Maybe, I don't know, Saturday or Sunday at some point. We'll see. I'll talk to Nick. He probably won't be into it, but we'll see what happens. And let's pause for an awkward moment of silence.
Look, How should you have Justin sign your book? I would
Justin,
say
let's see the cover. Let's see the cover first.
maybe just in black,
Hold on. No. We've got
right
to
below
fix
the crotch or near the feet.
Let's see the cover, Justin. Hold on. Let me get him bigger-sized here. Hold it up a little higher. Okay. What I'm thinking is here. You go with the word bubble right over Snake Eye's head with the JB right in his eyes.
I think we should just do dealer's choice. Let Justin decide.
No, because he'll do something boring, like put it right over there next to his left knee in the red.
Or he could just not sign it.
If you do sign it right there, Justin, you have to do it in like a bright blue. No, not in black. You got to get like a bright blue paint marker.
Nah,
That's what you need to do. You need to have a signature color paint marker to sign books with.
I got plenty of silver Sharpies right there.
Well, there you go, Dan. You're gonna get it right there between the head and the sword in a silver Sharpie. The word bubble with the JB in there. The laziest signature in comic books today, but it's the one we love the most.
It's
true.
literally the same as many other people.
All of it. It's all of what you just said is 100% true.
He literally stole the signature from someone else.
But it's like the same as Adam Hughes. Oh, Lord. Don't give Justin a hard time. We're lucky he's even still here.
I have to give Justin a hard time. That's why he comes back.
Oh, wow.
He's also worried that if he doesn't keep coming back, I'm not going to find him good books.
I'm surprised you still find me good books after how many good books you find me and at those prices.
Oh, man. I'm telling you, you ask my wife, it's ridiculous, man. If I'm looking for something, all I have to do is wait until I don't have the money, and it's going to pop up. It's a guarantee.
The ratio book? I don't know about a ratio book. I just have the first appearance of Queen Goblin I was going to throw in the super chat thing.
What happened about a ratio book?
I don't know.
Oh, we were talking about the Black Panther ratio book.
I do not have that. Sorry.
About the your exclusive.
Oh, ratio bundle. You already bought Beans?
That's right, because you're the man, bro. Yeah, so we have bundles that are up on the website right now. You can get our exclusive, the A cover and the B cover and the 1 in 25 cover for what, $75?
No, it's 50 and 100.
Okay, for $50, you can get our cover, which we're selling for $20. You can get the A cover and the B cover and the 1 in 25. Or for $100, you get the A cover, the B cover, our cover, which we're selling for $20, and the 1 in 50, which is selling for $100 by itself for $100. TwoBrothersComics.com. Link is in the chat. Go pick y'all's up today, because I'm telling y'all, the day it drops, they're gonna be gone. They are gonna be gone because we're going to be selling them at the LCS, and people are coming to get them. Do not wait. They are
guys, do the best part of Two Brothers Comics. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it out.
Real quick. Dan, just get a hold of me on Instagram or Twitter so I know where to send the book to.
And Beans, we already know where to not send those books to. So,
and good night.